some casting in there.
So now you want to be a mastermind.
I'm debating between Arcane, because I want to have casting in there no matter what. So I'm debating between Arcane Trickster or just doing a bard and putting some stuff into stealth. Maybe I could multi-class in the future, but
Kenji, like all your ability scores are above 13, right?
I rolled.
Then why don't you just multi-class into everything?
No,
I will not allow Absurd into this campaign.
It's what? I rolled 18, 16, 16, 14, 12, 12. That's what I rolled.
Oh, lame.
Yeah, Handy, you got the best fucking starting set I've seen ever in a while. You got like 3 16s.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, so I was thinking probably no matter what, I want to have at least an 18 in charisma, regardless of what class, because it just conceptually the character, and I want to make a party face, especially since
you want to fucking test my role playing ability, aren't you? Freaking jacking up your charisma when it'll do nothing to your character.
Oh yeah, even on a rogue, whenever I made the Arcane Trickster test sheet, I used half elf to ensure that he has an 18 in charisma, which I could make a 20 if I wanted, but I'll just keep it to 18 for now, so I can have an 18 in dex. Just because I think charisma is a cool set. I like to play party face type characters, and I want to make this one a party face because our bard is now a wizard. And I don't think anybody else is a charisma class except for technically Necro's character as a level in Warlock. So I want to make I wanted to make a charismatic rogue type character with casting. And my question, I was like, how do I make an arcane trickster with charisma? And then I thought, and there's a part of me that thinks an arcane trickster with charisma is just a bard, and I can't.
It's weaker than a bard. It's a thief that got taught a few tricks from a wizard.
Yeah, it's just. The only thing is that I really like... Cunning Action is cool and all, but I really like the Mage Hand Ledger Domain feature that Arcane Trickster has, where they can, like...
Kenji, here's the thing you have to... Here's the thing you have to wonder. Is magic more important than to be able to dodge anything?
Yeah, I mean... Because... Like I said, the main thing...
At some point.
The main thing is not... Because what Rogue has over Bard, there are two main things I'm looking at that I like from Rogue that Bard doesn't have. Sneak attack is cool, but the thing with Arcane Trickster is I really like Mage Hand Ledger Domain because I like the idea of being able to drop stuff in people's pockets or empty their pockets in mid-combat, pull ammo out of quivers, all that kind of stuff.
Dude,
doing it all with a bonus action.
Wouldn't a Charisma Rogue be more of a spy kind of thing?
Yeah, but I just...
think...
What it boils down to is I just want to... I have a concept in my head, and I'm trying to figure out how best to make it happen. I want a stealthy caster with extremely high charisma, basically a party face.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point, Necro. In D&D, a spy is still technically a bard.
Yeah.
Which is weird when you think about it.
Well, I was thinking more of what was it, the D&D campaign, the Unstoppables or whatever?
The Unexpectables?
Yeah, the Shinobi that Gaijin Goon plays?
Oh yeah, he's an arcane trickster rogue. With multi-class into paladin now.
Yeah. Listen, man, charisma is just cool. To give you an idea, I also have a Battlemaster Fighter character that has 20 charisma, and that's his highest stat.
Why would you do that?
I wanted to make a knightly character, a noble knightly character, but I didn't. I wanted to try something other than paladin. I wanted to make him more of a swordsman, so I made him a Battlemaster instead for the maneuvers. And in the Unearthed Arcana...
Why would you give him that much charisma?
And I'll tell you why. It's because there are, in the Unearthed Arcana, where they put out alternative class features, Some of the ones that they put out for Battle Master, they added some Battle Master maneuvers that interact with charisma and social checks. So I made basically a Battle Master fighter party face with 20 charisma.
Well, you think about it like leader type of warrior.
Exactly. That's what I had in mind. Not necessarily like a warlord, but definitely a leader type. So that's why I made that character that way.
Inspiring leader.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking that feat on him as well.
Oh, actually, that reminded me. Did I tell you what happened at the end of my during my Sunday game?
I don't think so.
I told you I was the target of like a level 20 spell, a 10 spell or something.
Yeah.
So we killed that boss. The reason why I had to take that spell, and so it turns out that in order to completely absorb his like whatever shit, I had to go through one last aspect of his life, and that was death and reincarnation.
Wait, I was about to say, so you remembered his childhood and that his puppy was beautiful? No.
Nope. My centaur died, and I got reborn as an Azamar.
Nice.
So I lost my carrying capacity, my movement speed, my special horseshoes that let me ignore terrain.
Kind of Azamar.
There is a
could
lot
just
of
bolt them
fucking
on your
horse
feet.
items that you can just get away with using that my DM had to nerf.
Is there a spellcaster in your party?
Oh, there was.
I was gonna say there's a new spell where it allows you to change your race entirely.
What?
Yeah, is it the critical roll spell?
Yeah.
Here's the problem with that. If because of the nature of how this magic works, long story short, the spell allowed me to take his destiny and add it onto my own. So,
But you were destined to be a horse, man.
yeah, well, this is melding two different fates together, so me getting reincarnated a second time might fuck with that properly.
So you got his bottom half, is what you're saying.
You're not
Actually, it was actually really funny because during the final conflict, I had to roll charisma in order to like charisma saving throws in order to like pull his soul into mine, and I have a -1 to charisma, so the only way I could win a roll was to get a natural 20.
Oh shit.
Thankfully, the soul of my mage friend was keeping his other half busy, because apparently the gods split his soul in half as punishment. The gods are fucked up in Tal'Dorei, man.
Yeah, he took his soul penis. I'm kidding.
Isn't that what Orochimaru did, though? With the whole
I have no idea.
soul thing?
Close. They sealed one half
Or
away in
the
a
way
body
around.
and made the other one watch the horrors he committed for all eternity. God, that's fucked up. So one is literally in hell. Except it's the Astral Sea. And it's the part of him that's nice, too. The nice version has to see all the horrors he did. That campaign got weird at the...
Sounds like it.
That DM's great. He does a lot of work.
Hey, did we get a long rest last time?
Yes. The dragon let us sleep on the island in the lake.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
Greetings.
Did we level up?
Not yet.
What, you bastard?
We have to
We
forge
fought a
the
metal
weapon
dragon.
and res a dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, and also send a minimum of $4.99 to my PayPal. Check me out on Patreon.
Look.
And if you pledge $5 or more, then you'll be eligible for.
You say that, but on my Sunday game, if someone donates like 100 bits in the chat, they get our DM gives us an inspiration.
Wow.
Oh, it's
that's where you make
strange.
That's where you make alt accounts. You have like 15 alts.
No.
Yeah.
You get banned doing that.
Do you? I don't know.
All right, so we're just waiting on Rel.
Yeah, we can go ahead and start because it'll be late anyway.
Whoa, what the fuck is this room?
It's
This
where
is
the
new to
dragon
me.
was sleeping.
Yes,
We
this
gotta
is
take a
next door to the. This is next door to the forge. This is the underground lake that the
This is where
dragon makes
Fang
his lair
ran
in.
off during the fight.
Oh, what does he look like? Because I never got to see what the dragon looked like.
It's a
I'll
ancient
get you some.
brass dragon.
They
He
all
looks
look
like
alike,
he looks like
man.
Puff.
Puff the magic dragon.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I'll get
God.
you. I'll get you some more.
So Kenji, are you excited for Star Wars?
Star Wars what?
Your Star Wars.
Didn't
Huh?
the original
Star Wars
Kingmaker
what?
get back?
Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to.
Your Star Wars campaign.
Oh, I thought you meant they were making a new Star Wars movie or something.
Oh, they're
I
not.
was like,
They
don't tell me
press
there's an episode
announces
10.
they're not making it for at least 5 years.
Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope.
Yeah,
They
we're
are
not
making
seeing
you-
one for 5 years. That's the news. They're letting their High Republic shit come out and see if anything sticks.
I
before
can't wait for it. I
I-
can't wait for the
honestly,
High
yes,
Republic
I'm
to end up being
excited
a
about
Big
that.
Lots version of the Old Republic.
I'm
I
excited.
don't mind if they just like carbon copy that shit.
I'm excited for the for the High Republic shit, but I want them to, when they start making movies of the High Republic shit, to do the same thing, but for far in the fucking future, so all the shit they fucked up doesn't matter.
Yeah. The
Make
thing with the High
Darth
Republic,
Talon a character.
I dig the aesthetic of the High Republic. Like, I really like the crossguard lightsabers that are actual crossguards and not stupid lightsaber beam crossguards.
Because there's retrofitting lightsabers.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's approximately what he looks like and approximately his size, Soren. I went ahead and posted the.
Yeah, very cool.
I always
Yeah, he
loved
looks,
the way brass dragons are like brown but also green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the sort of green tinge that takes on with age. I can't remember the term for it. But yeah, it looks approximately like that. A little
In actual
his head's a
brass,
little
it has
wider and a little
oxidation.
more flat. He looks a little more worm-like, I suppose. Perhaps that's the reason he's burrowed so much. But
It's also been underwater for who knows how freaking long.
mm-hmm. And you all were able to get the benefits of a long rest, and he allowed you all to rest on a little island above his lair. If you he offered it in case you all would feel more comfortable than resting over here where you would be exposed. And now it is the following. I'll hesitate to call it morning because it's difficult to tell what time of day it is, but it is.
Also, we killed a freaking
following-
Drider.
It's the next 8 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking me and Aaron and me and Fang freaking squashed some drows bugs.
Oh yeah, what did y'all do last time?
We
Oh
found.
fuck! Did I
we
not do
found
that
Alexa.
session? Fuck! Damn it! I knew I forgot to do something this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they if you want to I liked your explanation. I like the comparison to Alexa. Handy, if you want to go ahead and elaborate on that.
Oh man, I'm sorry if I was spacey last time. I was this weird combination of drunk and tired.
That
Basically,
doesn't explain
from what I
anything.
remember, we found like this magic puzzle box And
And Booyah
Asher
showed up.
unlocked a shit ton of locks, and what? Libra, yes, that's
It
what we
unlocked
named
the witch. And now we must go around the world and gather the freaking artifacts.
Oh my god.
Shaolin Showdown!
Oh man, that's been a while since I thought of that show.
Did you know there was a sequel series? I didn't.
I bet it was fucking terrible.
It was. Every time they did a showdown, it went to CG.
Nice.
Ugh.
That's what you want. But yes,
Only
the party-
Kobayoko can do that.
some can get away with it. Some can get away. But yes, so when the party spent the majority of the first half of the session last time trying to decipher the puzzle box that was found within the Clockwork Dragon. Mainly, it had several layers of complex mechanical locks, as well as several layers of runes.
That Asher
protective
quickly
runes.
dismissed.
Asher went through the process of dispelling as many as he could, and then with some very high checks, managed to unlock the device. And contained within are some of the schematics to finish the weapon. And after that, the party, in order to gather some of the materials needed, they followed this some sort of seems to be some sort of almost a spirit of intellect, almost like a familiar, a hyper-intelligent familiar that was bound to the puzzle box with explicit instructions of helping whoever was able to unlock it finish the weapon, presumably put there as a way to ensure that it would be completed even if the dwarves who had originally started the work perished. They followed this intelligence's directions in an effort to find the materials they need. They did not find all of the materials, as some have the storage rooms had been raided by drow and others, but they were able to get some of what they needed. And after an encounter with some more of the drow, they learned a bit about, got some name drops of some of the drow leaders who had apparently moved their house into the city and tried to take parts of it over. And along with those encounters and conflicts, finally managed to get to the end of the mines, which had previously been unexplored in the city. It was just up north. It was part of the one of the entrances that the party had passed. They went there and harvested some of the obsidian they needed. Asher wasn't there for that part because he had to drop out for a few minutes. So I rolled for him, and he was able to chip off enough of the obsidian to be useful. They brought it back after all those encounters, got a long rest, and now this is the following day with the materials and things prepared.
So do we know what the weapon is? What type of weapon it is?
I don't think anyone has taken a close enough
I
look.
think the spirit referred
it seemed
to as
to be
hammer.
a partially forged hammer.
Oh yeah, it was a maul. That was
Roughly
what we
the
found
size
out,
of
was
a maul. Yes.
And
Did you say
Aaron
a
and I were
maul?
just kind of just
Yeah.
figuring out. I'm pretty sure Aaron's the one who's going to get it, depending on how this works.
And we took it out already.
Look, I made
It's
the
still
weapon,
in the
so
forge
I
of
just get to
molten
swing it
lava.
once.
Oh, yeah, we
it's
did take
somewhat
it out.
malleable. It seems to have been intended to be a maul, but not only was it unfinished, but it has been damaged since it was started, and it is malleable enough that theoretically, if someone were to possess the skills to do so, they could probably manipulate its shape a little bit.
Yeah, but a little bit is not changing a maul to a hatchet.
To an axe, right? It would be changing the dimensions of the maul to maybe a hammer, a warhammer, making alterations here and there. You could probably work the metal to a point where, for example, you could change its shape, but it would be a ludicrous amount of work. Not necessarily ludicrous, but it would be much more work and much more materials to change it into another weapon's shape. It could be done because it seems like it has not actually been enchanted yet. It seems like it is
It's the foundation.
highly valuable and highly durable material and mixtures of materials right now, but there doesn't seem to be any magic actually on the weapon right now.
Actually, that's a good question. Did the schematics for this weapon have any like runic properties it was going to fuse into it? Because I don't think we were ever told what the schematic actually was. We were told the materials we needed.
Yeah, and it does have instructions. There are specific processes that need to be used in order to properly utilize these materials, and that's the majority of what the schematics cover. However, it does at one point mention some runic properties, but it specifically states that it is the Deep One's responsibility to empower those runes.
Very
seemed
cool.
to be his end of the bargain.
Sweet.
So you currently have essentially a big lump of material that was intended to be a maul, but it is malleable to an extent, as it is not set in stone yet, not a magical item, and therefore it is able to be manipulated. Of course, there's also the question of power in the forge, but whether you all want to try to change its shape or complete it or whatever you want to do with it, that would be up to you all. So,
If only
Look,
if
guys,
only
go
Aaron
ahead.
were here to give us a preference.
Nah. Look, I don't know. Like, it would be a pain, guys. It would be a pain in the ass if I kind of stopped halfway through this creation, like, and alter it into something else. Like, it looks like it's gonna be a mall. Why not have it be just a mall?
Who can wield this weapon? Just
It's
out of curiosity.
between I think, considering its size, it's gonna be down to me or Aaron.
Yeah, I don't know if he can. I don't remember ever seeing him with a two-handed weapon.
He's a
before.
barbarian. He can lift heavy things.
Well, is your sword two-handed? The one you use
Yes.
now?
Mine is very
I
two-handed.
I mean, look at it.
You're looking at a sword
Yeah,
who's
you're
thick.
looking at a-
I'm holding berserk sword here, man.
Yeah, I just don't remember what it looks like.
Kenji dug up a freaking 3.5 feet just to let this sword exist.
It's a fine piece of work I did. But yeah, other than that, well, I mean, Aaron's still asleep, and if he's not here by the time I'm done making this weapon, and he bitches about being a mall, then too bad. Fuck him. Now how are we gonna get this forge powered up?
Isn't that the dragon's breath?
Oh yeah.
He actually stated last time that he could not power the forge.
Oh, really? His breath is a separate ingredient. I didn't know that.
Yeah, to give you an idea of, they used to have a Titan powering this forge, so...
Right. We're dealing with embers of its heart because it escaped, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot what the spirit of knowledge told us to do.
Yeah, so the question has been... the question that came up last time, but it was getting late, so I cut the session off, was different possibilities for powering the forge.
Ooh, Shalaya, maybe.
That would probably eat her.
Would Asher know anything like hot enough to, like, any item or
I have a red
creature
dragon's
enough?
eye. Would
We
that
can
help?
sacrifice the phoenix. Yes, Aaron says okay. Oh, great. Let's do that.
I don't think
Aaron
the Phoenix
actually
would
did
be
ask
strong
about that
enough.
last time.
Right.
Aaron did
sword.
actually ask about that last time, but what the answer given by Og, obviously he doesn't know.
It would crush
but
the
his-
soul.
Yeah, by his reckoning, it would maybe power it for a very short amount of time. It would consume whatever elemental and the process of doing so, whether it be the Phoenix or Shala or whatever else.
Well, no, what we need to do actually is set up a small portal to the fire plane to use
Drag
it
a bunch
to,
of fire elementals here and just yeet them into the forge.
and just use the energy from the fire plane to
If
get this going.
Before we go
just
any
open up
further,
a portal to the fire plane and just be like, okay, we're done.
before we go any
So-
further,
I
I
Soren.
think Lawrence can do that, right? But can't you open portals?
We'll need something connecting from that realm.
Well, that's what we have. We have an elemental from there.
Soren, before I forget, I have these vials of venom. I think you might be usable for you. That I got off the bodies
Oh,
of
do you
the
know
dragon.
what type?
A DC 13 con save and does like and become poisoned for an hour or unconscious.
Oh, it's the drow poison.
5 vials of that.
It does
Oh,
2d10 damage.
That's not what he told me, but I wrote down what I remember. All I know is I
get
have
it
5
for you,
vials of venom. Would you like these?
Oh, the spell.
Yeah, why not? It's always fun to mess around with new things.
All right, deleting that.
It doesn't do any extra damage. It's just the poison condition. The extra thing is that if the save and throw fails by 5 or more, they are unconscious.
Right, that's what the 5 was for.
There is. I will remind some people. I know Lawrence knows for sure because I brought it up with him, and I have a feat. I think I mentioned it to him at one point before, and I do have a feat in the list for it. But I do have rules in the game. I do allow for people that have proficiency with Poisoner's Kit to, especially if they take particular feats, to attempt and empower poisons. If that anyone wants to pursue that, it would be sort of an alchemical process. But I'm just going to mention that quickly because I know that it doesn't always come up, and it's a reminder that I do have. I like to allow different crafting rules and things. So
What is it? DC 10 con?
It's 13.
DC 13.
Con.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume the young red dragon eye I have in my sword is not going to do anything for this fire.
Not as far as you could figure. And as to what you asked earlier, Handy, if you want to have Asher roll an intelligence check, then I'll tell you if you can think of anything.
Just pure intelligence? Or
Yeah, we'll call it. We'll call it pure intelligence.
Fair enough. I'm gonna add a flash of genius to that.
All right, what would that make it?
16.
Okay. Of course, the first thing that comes to Asher's mind is to find some sort of living beings, especially of fire. A great enough just knowing from history and the way these things sort of work mechanically, and I guess arcano-mechanically, is that oftentimes, to put it simply, there's a reason it's such a trope in history with villains, that there are sacrifices of great multitudes of beings or creatures, or one very powerful thing, especially if it has to do with the element that's associated. So sacrificing elementals or other beings of such a kind would be one option. As far as objects, it's possible that if you were to break down a powerful enough artifact of fire that it could power it, but obviously there comes the issues of breaking down artifacts. There are a couple of ways that you have heard of that you, from what you understand, will be able to destroy most magical items and artifacts, but there are oftentimes things like taking it back to where it was created and
Throw the ring into the fire.
attacking it there, yes. Or another thing is said that if you leave magic items in hot enough of a state, like for example hot enough lava for a couple of centuries, that'll do it. Things like that.
Ooh,
Okay.
can we
but
get
as
the
far-
lava to power the
but-
forge?
What now?
We're sitting on a big pool of lava. Can we use that?
That? Yeah, can we use that?
Can we funnel
Yes.
the lava into the forge?
Like,
Yes.
yeah, the fucking heat of the earth.
Yeah, it seems like that's partially what they did before, but they most relied on the Titan. A lot of the pipes there have a mixture of lava and
All right,
water
boys,
and
we're
things
going
for
green.
cooling. But if you think that if you could find a way, whether it be modifying the pipes and the system's already there, or find another way to bring enough of that to the forge that it's possible it could work, yeah.
Mm,
Woohoo! 2 for Fang's bullshit ideas.
shit. So yeah, it's either we sacrifice a shit ton of fire elementals, or use the geothermal energy.
Geothermal.
It's like powered by the planet, the Earth.
We're not talking about the planet. We're talking
whatever
about.
this planet's
He's got a
name's
plus
for.
1. He knows what you're talking about.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about in character. Damn it. But
We should ask the magic orb lady. We called her what, library or book or something? I forget what you named her.
Libra.
Originally
Libra.
it was a book, and then Handy had second thoughts about that name. So
Yeah, Libra.
I'm sorry. I was asleep. Who is this Libra?
It's a spirit of knowledge. Just think of Ruby.
yes,
Or Cortana.
a very slightly feminine voice pipes up from this strange mechanical contraption that Asher has been carrying and says, "Yes, my temporary name has been designated as Libra by Asher Doran. I am bound to this cube in order to fulfill the will of the masters that the project be finished, after which my contract is fulfilled and I am free to return to the air."
Libra, do you know, was there any, backup plans in case, the Titan left for, heating up the forge? Did the dwarves have anything?
Yes, if you will examine the forge, you will see that there are a great many networks of pipes and other contraptions that connect directly to the lava in the area. However, they did not anticipate such a great collapse. So not only have the pipes been damaged from analysis so far, but the system that has been put in place will likely not be able to generate near the same power that the Titan could. You would have to make modifications.
Alright, so either sacrifice a shit ton of fire elementals, or we get down there in the nitty gritty. I fix a whole bunch of shit. We build some new shit.
Pump lava.
What?
About the elementals, I want to be able to summon it. My spell specifically teleports us to another plane, not open a portal.
Damn.
Might I make a suggestion, Carrier Doran?
Yes?
Perhaps gather the underscum and sacrifice a great deal of them.
Oh, you want to sacrifice the drow to do this? Okay. I'm not chaotic evil enough for that. I'm open to it. Let's not leave that option out.
Perhaps
but
a ritual of fire would generate enough power. You would only need to gather some hundreds of them.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck.
We don't have time for that.
I don't have time for a mini Holocaust. Look.
What did
Okay, whoa,
Mr.
let's
Ryan
just
say
back
about-
up from using the H word here.
What was that? Aaron?
I know I asked last time, but I don't remember the answer. What did Shalai say about Aaron asking if she knew an elemental that was powerful enough that would be willing to help?
Be willing to help. Likely not without. One that would be willing to help.
Requires
With
a
part of an
large
agreement. Likely not without something in return, because they would have to be powerful enough or have otherwise access to resources in order to use that in their own place, so that they would not be destroyed by the process. Which means, in order to give those up, they would probably want something in return. She could set up try and set up something like that if you would wish to strike a deal, but
We might as well.
We
you
got
know,
nothing.
yeah, we're already to deal with the Fae. We might as well see what the deal they want is.
I like the gumption. We got nothing to offer them.
We know, count it.
Yeah.
2 dragons.
What?
Hey,
Hey,
we're literally about to overthrow a Winter Queen and put another in the place. We have ties to Waterdeep, the literal council of Waterdeep. We could probably scrounge something.
sure. Hey, Kenji.
mhm.
Can I try calling my brother? Because he's a wizard. He might know something that's hot.
Sure, you can.
Sheesh.
Boop. Trevor, what's up?
I'm working right now. You all have not made it easy.
I'm sorry. But
I mean, seriously,
seriously, what? What did I do?
you flew.
Oh yeah, we did do that. Good times. No, you fucking don't, damn it. Hey, put that back! Fucker!
I wasn't talking about the boombox. I was making a joke.
Oh. Okay, cool. Okay, never mind. Hey, I want to power up a forge. Build, like, some legendary, a legendary weapon. What is something so fucking hot that can do that?
Probably
So far,
coal,
we got-
from what I understand. I think most blacksmiths use that.
No, like magical hot. Like,
This
we're
was
talking,
usually
like,
powered
hotter
by
than, like,
Titan.
like, used to be powered by a Titan type hot. Yeah, let me put you on a speaker stone.
Queen Stundies we have.
You mean the one in Gonalgrim?
What?
It's the only one I know of documented in the books. Was
Which one?
powered by any Titan.
Yeah? Wait, is that where we are?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's gone now.
Well,
Fuck.
So far, we got open up a plane to the open up some place to an elemental plane of fire, or sacrifice a shit ton of drow. I'm kind of not, feeling good about that last one, but no, I'm not doing that. And don't
do
tell
you
Mom I
have-
considered it.
If she asks me, I can't lie, man. But
Fair enough.
do you
Hope it
have
doesn't
a
come
way
up
to
during dinner.
open?
What a specific question to ask.
Hang on, and you hear him. You hear him kind of move away, and he lowers his tone and says, "And do you have a way to open up passage to another plane?"
Only a way to get there.
Yeah, we'll need Gate for that.
Yeah, but Dragonface could help us. He's high powered.
Yeah, he probably has gate.
Gate? Hey, Trevor,
Gate
do you have a gate scroll spell
Oh,
lying
for
around?
fuck's sake.
Do you realize how powerful Gate is?
Well, more than I'm capable of, yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Asher. I'm gonna tell you something to put it in perspective. The last person I heard of who could conjure an actual gate to another plane could also conjure storms that were capable of bringing down entire ports. They were more than powerful enough to conjure literal tsunamis.
Okay, so basically like a couple steps down from God.
So
I get it.
The most powerful wizards you're gonna find. The people after which the spells we cast now are named.
Like the wizards for those spells. Yeah. Shit. Well,
I mean, if
Shit.
push comes to shove, I can call him a level 20 wizard.
shit. You know someone like that?
No, but my no, but my player does.
That, Uh.
This is another one of my stupid ideas, but I figured I'd throw it out there. What about the guy Shalaya's sealed away? Can we sacrifice him to the forge? Would that work?
Varashna, I believe is his name.
I forget. Which fits my character.
I don't think we can sacrifice. I don't think we can sacrifice him without him being awake first.
Yeah, she says that's a bold plan, but you would have to essentially finish the work that the cult has started whenever you all shut that down. But instead, summon him into a circle or whatever else, so that he would be
And then
trapped as
force
soon
him
as he
into the
manifested. Yes. You would have to
Which at
finish
this
the
point-
process that they started.
Which at this point, if we're doing that, we might as well just use a gate spell.
Well, shit. Like, all I have. Thanks, Trevor. Sorry to keep you held up, man. See you around.
Anything I should watch out for? You kind of keep me in the dark here.
Anything
may
you
or
should
may
watch
not
out
be-
for?
Plausible deniability.
I take the stone. I take the stone and go. There may or may not be an evil fire elemental that may or may not be resurrected, that may or may not be controlled and destroyed. Okay, bye.
I'll get the paperwork ready.
Also, you should probably get out of the city before Fayday, just as maybe a warning.
Some of you
Hold
are all
on.
right. Don't
Wait
show
a
up
minute.
to the
What does he
Fayday
mean get
tomorrow.
the paperwork ready?
Hey, Trevor, don't show up to school tomorrow.
Uncle Iroing this thing. You look sick. You should not be
What
here
was that?
tomorrow.
Just
What was that, Mark?
What did he mean by get the paperwork ready?
what?
He said, Kenji said, "I'll get the paperwork ready."
Yeah,
or
that was
something. What
Ash's
the fuck
brother
does
saying
that
that.
mean?
Probably has to submit a formal request or something.
Has Asher explained who his brother is? Or what
No,
he
he
does with
hasn't.
No.
We have no idea
Oh,
who his
yeah.
brother is.
Oh yeah, my brother. He works as I have him off of the phone, right, by the way. Anyway, he's like a divination wizard that works for the crown. Reluctantly signed up with them because man's gotta make money, and has kind of been helping me stay undetected ever since I decided to cast spells in the middle of my village. So he's a good guy.
Drowning,
Yeah,
drowning Aaron.
It's another person to kill. What? I'm sorry.
I mean,
That's basically
I
a
think
brief synopsis.
I think the two better plans is either have Shalaya set up a shrine for a negotiation, or try to finish a ritual and bind the evil elemental and then shove him into the forge.
Or we could try the lava plan.
Yeah, like I was gonna look down in there in the system and see what I could do in there.
Are you lava proof?
No.
No.
Sit your happy ass
But
down.
we know a dragon that is. I think.
He's lightning.
No.
Brass
Fang,
is
he
fire,
does lightning.
bronze is lightning, right?
He's lightning.
Oh, it's
Lightning
reversed.
dragon. That's why he sleeps underwater.
Curiously, when are we gonna go resurrect the other dragon?
Honestly, fuck
mean-
that dragon. I don't really care.
Listen, I want to point this out because I hate you for saying that. I have said let's go resurrect this dragon for 3 sessions now.
Because no, finally we have the diamond because the giant ancient dragon did a trade with us for the diamond.
That's fair. Let's go resurrect the dragon. See if it can breathe. Let's just go resurrect the dragon first. Fuck it. Let's go.
We have to backtrack all through the drought.
Oh man, that sounds so bad. It's almost like you weren't here. The drow left.
Oh yeah, we killed them and kicked them out.
Yeah, they killed a
Well,
few.
we killed
but
most
what's
of them.
We
strange-
killed a Drider. I'm pretty sure they're gone for now.
Yeah, we killed a rider, and then the dude we didn't kill was like, "Cool, we're getting the hell out of here."
And he took
Seriously.
control. we set up a mob boss.
Seriously, can we ourselves as magic casters, and I pointed at Asher and me, like the forge ourselves?
Again,
All I'm capable of is 4th level magic, and all I got for 4th level spells is a wall of fire.
I really like this idea. I think you guys should try it.
Hold on,
it's literally-
magic spirit lady. Can people just put magic in there, or does it have to be fire?
Oh, no, it doesn't have to be fire at all. Fire helps, but it doesn't have to be fire. For example, if you all were to get together enough and you were powerful enough casters, it would only take a sacrifice.
Of magic spells
Why
or
do you keep-
people?
Why do you keep saying sacrifice? Can't they just pour the magic into it?
Oh, well, it's easier to get it directly from the source. That's how it's going to be potent enough.
Aaron, I think it's time to give up the bird. I think it's.
You can kiss my ass.
I
Plus,
think
the dragon already said
We
it
don't
wouldn't
even
power
know
for
if
that
that's gonna
long.
last long enough to finish the damn thing.
no, but with our powers combined,
You want to
into
get
the-
sacrificed in a blaze of glory with the bird? Go ahead.
Summon
First of all-
Captain Planet!
With summoning
First of
word.
He's a hero.
First of all-
We have weird PSAs about AIDS in the 90s.
First of all,
Well,
I will kill you.
technically,
Second of all,
lightning is hotter than the surface of the sun.
Lightning is superheated oxygen.
that's a lie.
I'm fairly sure that bird's existence is pain and it wants to die.
It's awakened.
Itself.
Why
Hold
won't
on,
we
do you wanna
ask
die?
him if he wants to die?
Yeah,
Just
that's
ask
the
him.
thing.
Ask
That was
him to
the second
sacrifice
point.
himself.
Second point is Rojan is it can literally understand you. Do you really want to piss him off?
I would ask. I was like, "Would you do this off a favor for us?" I'll
Okay, you
ask.
sounded like Bane
Okay.
for a second when you said that.
I'll ask.
like to do a favor for us.
What favor?
Well, you see, the fate of the world's at stake, and we need.
Behind Thorn gesturing, just going no. He's just like mouthing no.
So
The
if
world
this
is-
bird's
the
picked
fate
up
of the
on
world's at
any
stake.
of
We need
Aaron's
hot fire
mannerisms,
to light the torch. You're the one that can help us achieve this and save the world.
We'll name the weapon after you.
And yeah, we'd totally name the weapon after you. But, you know, you'd have to sacrifice your life on this plane. But it's a tall order. I was just wondering what your thoughts were.
The other thing tells me I'd be an egg again. That sounds.
out of character, didn't the dragon say it would destroy him completely, not make him
Yeah.
an egg?
He said it would probably destroy him completely.
So he would have heard
At
that.
the same point, this is also something that literally burns out and then goes into a hot egg.
Yeah, but
And continues
if
that.
it did this,
Can you
it wouldn't
kill a
turn
phoenix?
into a
It's the real
hot
question.
egg. It would turn
That's
into eggs.
yeah. If you consume the magic of it, then I think it dies. No.
I don't think it's a magic. It's not magic. It's literally what it is.
Yes, and it's taking the soul that would be You're taking the yeah. I had a metaphor and I lost it in the same
don't think
sentence.
the soul has anything to do with this.
For magical creatures resurrecting, yes. If it burns out its power, it's burning out the rejuvenation ability, which means no egg.
We also were told that this would not work.
We were told it would last a very small time, probably not enough.
No, but the book. Sorry, Libra just said that if we concentrated our high-powered magic and a sacrifice together, it would like.
Oh no, I meant all of you.
Yeah, you would have to die too.
Oh, fuck that.
Libra, if you could put the
I'm
amount.
not, look, I'm not willing to die for the weapon.
Soren, the fate of the world is at stake. You should jump in the fucking forge.
I'm not
Name the
one
weapon after you.
I'm not the one to lay down on the wire. Are you kidding me? I'm the one that bamps away from the wire, okay? And I have someone do it for me.
Miss Libra, could you quantify what level of spell would have to be put in the forge to make it work? Or how many of that level of magics?
Oh, simply casting wouldn't work. To put things into perspective, if I may, Carrier Door.
Yes.
When the creature powering this forge yawned, it tore the earth asunder.
Oh, shit.
By the way, could you define hypocrisy real quick?
And wait, how many yawns did it take to power this forge?
Hypocrisy. The practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform. Also known
I'm looking
as
up
a
the definition
defining
of
trait
hypocrisy.
of elf things.
I guess that's a track for you, Soren.
That track.
I still say we should dig up all this lava and just pump it into the furnace. Between me and Aaron, I think we can do it. You want to pump some
I'm only
iron,
fire
Aaron?
resistant. I am literally only fire resistant.
Let's pump some molten metal.
Libra,
Disclaimer,
at
this
like
would-
what? I'm sorry, Libra. At the current capacity of heat that the forge has now, like at what percentage is it at? Like, if you were to quantify the amount of heat we have in a percentage to the amount of heat we need, where are we at right now?
15 to 20%, perhaps.
That's
it would
not
likely
bad.
destroy the forge if you were to use simple material things such as lava to generate the rest of the power, but it would possibly work. Of course, the rest of the forge would simply be destroyed forever.
I do want to have this though.
I think it's best that it's destroyed. Nobody should have this type of power.
I should have this type of power.
I mean,
Hypocrite.
once we
Hypocrite.
build the weapon, I mean, what else? It'll use up whatever it has anyway, and it'll be worthless anyway, won't it?
Look. Sorry, look, but everybody. I want to go to space one day, and this will be the
What's
forge to
space?
do it. But until then,
Dude, just put a bag of holding into another bag of holding. There you go.
no,
Space.
like actual
Instant
D&D
space.
space. But
That is D&D
And-
space, sir.
It is?
Spelljammer.
yeah, I need a spelljammer.
Isn't that called the Astral Sea?
I don't fucking know.
That's
Anyway,
Anyway, so the question is, if we're like, so again, our options here are funneling lava into this thing, killing Soren, or making a deal with
It'd be more than killing Soren. It'd be killing.
Basically, it would be all the group, and maybe that would work.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
don't
I
have
maybe.
magic. Screw you. I'm not doing that.
Yes, you do. You do it all the time. You want to identify shit.
That's ritual
Okay.
magic. It's not the same.
That's some magic.
God damn it! This all sounds so fucking hard. Libra, how many underscums do we have to kill for this forge to work?
That sounds even harder. Shall I just set up the shrine? I'm ignoring them. I'm ignoring them now.
Setting up a shrine? I don't know what the fuck we have to do to summon a fucking fire elemental.
That depends on how powerful the drow are. However, the masters have recommended that you simply sacrifice all of them and solve many problems at once.
I mean, yeah, fuck drow, but it's too difficult.
So it looks like the lava pan's not only the most secure, but also the most practical.
I don't want to destroy the forge, but
You can make a better forge later. Why'd I go
stop.
British all of a sudden?
Everyone stop. Let's resurrect the dragon. Then we can have Shalai set up the shrine, see what the cost is, and if we don't agree, then we funnel lava into it.
you know, fuck it. Maybe the dragon knows something we don't.
Wait a minute, how would we talk to the person Shalaya makes a meeting with if they're in the fire plane?
She literally said she would set up a shrine, which would help let us talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I missed the part about a shrine. I heard set up a deal.
It would be a ritual. It would essentially be. It would be essentially a ritual to communicate with another plane.
Yeah, maybe we pay attention next time, thing.
I do pay attention. I record all of these.
It's not paying attention.
It means I have the best notes possible.
That doesn't mean you were paying attention in the moment. That's so I'm going to take Lawrence and we're going to resurrect a dragon.
Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and see if I can repair at least some of the pipes in the forge. You know, without getting too deep in lava.
I'm not gonna say that would be Smith and Tools.
My connection just dropped out.
Smith and Tools?
Yeah, Smith and Tools. And if you do go to do this, one goes to repair, you know, Lawrence and Aaron at least are going back for the dragon. Shalala would ask if you, in the case that you do want her to try and set up this ritual to contact the elemental plane of fire, if you would want her to go ahead and do that now while everyone else is attempting to.
How long would it take?
She is relatively sure. She mentions that a skilled practitioner could do it in a minute easily because it is an actual ritual spell, and it would only take, you know, a matter of a few more minutes, which she understands to do it if they wanted to take their time. Otherwise, it could be done in haste, but she is not necessarily a practitioner. She doesn't necessarily know how to use magic. She would be actually contacting the plane because she is a fire elemental, and it would be less of a think of it less like using a divination spell and more like trying to establish contact with an extraplanar being for the purposes of, say, making a warlock pact. It would be something like that.
Gotcha. So
Or
Shalaya,
prayer in a way.
I'm 100% down with that. And I just kind of pull her to this. I say in primordial, do not do that until we come back. These people cannot negotiate worth shit.
Okay, what does my nat 1 get me? How many burns do I
take offense at that remark. It's only Soren who screwed us over past.
It was in primordial. You don't understand it.
Fuck.
You take 15 fire damage from steam, Asher.
Fucking shit! What the fuck is that shit?
Shalala will go about setting that up if you all want her to. But
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm fine with her doing that, but I'm literally telling her in primordial, don't do it till myself and Loris come back because these fuckers cannot negotiate worth a goddamn.
Oh, I'm going with you.
And she like I look at her and I go, you know this. You saw how badly Soren negotiated.
Wait, actually, I can't go with you if Shalai is here, right? Because doesn't she have to be near the necklace?
she does have to be near the necklace. She can manifest on her own, but she does have to be near the necklace, yeah.
Can't you just leave the necklace here?
Actually, this is a good question. Can Shalaya eat the lava to get stronger again?
She actually did bathe in the lava over the night. Yeah, she asked to do so. And I kind of left it open because someone wasn't here. But assuming that she had gotten the okay, then she would have actually spent the night, essentially bathing in the lava around the forge. Yeah, hence the reason.
She's more powerful now.
Yeah.
Can she? Question: Can she wear her own necklace at this point?
I don't
If
think
she can
anyone's ever
manifest?
tried.
Someone take the necklace
That
off.
that would be that wouldn't make any sense. She comes from it. I don't know. If
She comes
She's.
From it.
It would
but
just fall. It would just
but she
fall to
also
the
can manifest
ground.
She can also manifest herself physically in this realm.
But
She
as
just has to be
as
using-
plasma, it's a necklace.
It's a magic necklace. Not many things kill magic. Other than a certain thing in a certain tree, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Actually, wait.
try wearing it.
We're-
July.
No,
See
wait,
if
no,
you
the
can
tree kind of
stay.
ties everything together. Never mind.
Were you about to say throw the tree and the creature into the forge?
Yes, I was about to, and then I remembered it's important.
Yeah, screw it. Just have the gate spell facing right inside the forge, summon it, and then just immediately kill it.
You look on a map, you try to figure out approximately where you try to triangulate and figure out where the tree is and where the forge is and just drill a big tunnel.
I was gonna suggest magic bullshit to siphon the thing's power, but then I remembered it eats magic.
Hey, so that means it has a lot of magic inside of it. This forge would be working on overdrive.
Yeah.
This forge would create another
It would,
Titan. Let's
basically,
put
yeah,
it that way.
it would be like a Star Forge from Star Wars. It's just
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
matter replicator.
So, Ashley, you
we'd
want to
have
make an interdimensional link point?
Oh,
Alright,
what?
So, Lawrence, resurrect the dragon.
And oddly, despite the fact that you only killed a few drow, you don't see any on the way back. It takes quite a while to get through. You have to spend you're gonna have to spend at least an hour or two on your way back. It's slower if you go back because you have to climb up things on your way back to where the dragon is. But
Do you think I'm scared of climbing shit? I run on walls, bitch.
But for whatever reason, there are no drow inside.
They bamf the fuck out.
Therefore, you'd be told stories around the trial about a wood elf that came in and beat the crap out of people with a flute.
Oh yeah, that was one thing Aaron did last time. He used his flute as an improvised weapon, and he's proficient with improvised weapons because of Tavern Brawler. So
Jesus
So
Christ.
funny.
I think the way it works is there's a rule in 5e that says that if an improvised weapon is close enough to an actual weapon in function, then you can say it counts as that. And the idea and the example given was like if you use a chair leg, it's basically a club, so you can just use the club stats instead of improvised weapon stats.
What if I put
So
a
I just counted
rock
it as a
on the
club.
club?
I just
Not
counted it
only
as a
that-
club, which is a monk weapon. So
Yeah, not only that, because it technically would be a simple weapon because it's a freaking flute, and he's already proficient with it. It works as a freaking monk weapon, so I got to use monk stats on that bitch.
Yeah, but it's just like a base 1d6 now.
Yeah, but it was also magic, so it will get over any resistances. It's not a +1, but it's magic.
yeah, it's technically a magic item because it's a magic flute. So
Oh, okay.
So I bashed his face in with a flute.
which I can't believe I've never thought of that before. Like, oh no, how do we kill this thing? We don't have any magic weapons. Well, we do have
Like
this
you got-
magic necklace. Just spin it like a.
Shuriken.
You just strangle
Shuriken
him.
necklace.
Just
Hey,
strangle him with a
listen,
fucking necklace.
That's what they did. It reminds me of there's a part from the Dresden Files books where they're trying to kill a werewolf, and the way they do it is one guy has a magic amulet made of silver, and he melts it down and loads it into bullets and just shoots it.
Yeah, I'll
Why
do
did
it.
you just strangle him with it?
Not strong enough, bro. It's a werewolf.
Yeah, you gotta hold down a
It
werewolf.
was a super
yeah,
werewolf. Yeah, it was a Lugaroo. So
I've never heard of the Dresden Files. Are they good?
they're my
I've heard they're
favorite book
good.
series. My favorite book series. It's where
Has anyone
if you
read
read them, though,
Superpowers?
I'll say that if you ever read the Dresden Files, you'll see that I ripped a lot of names and stuff from it for the Fae. So
I need to read more books.
Oh, is that where the Queen of Air and Darkness comes from?
they're actually called that in Forgotten Realms. But like for example, there's a character in there named Maeve.
Oh.
She's a Winter Fae named Maeve. I just changed one letter, and that's also where I got the Fae can't directly tell a lie thing. So
Oh, I thought Maeve was from Westworld.
I've only watched a few episodes of Westworld.
Okay, before we get back on track, has anyone read
Yeah.
Superpowers?
I've heard
Great
of it.
book series. Great book
Haven't
series.
read it.
Like amazing characters. Like I've been audiobooking a lot of shit. And like this is amazing. I have never not once decided not to play a game to listen to freaking audiobooks.
I did it. Yeah.
So
Yes.
Lawrence
We
and I
have-
go to heal a dragon.
We have Lawrence, Aaron, and I think Soren. You said you want to go.
I would go
unless-
if unless I have to accompany.
Yeah,
So,
I think before we're gonna see if Shalaya can wear her own necklace.
But if I just set it down, like, is she fine?
Like if she materializes, can she wear her own necklace?
She cannot wear her own necklace. It kind of melts
Falls to the
through her.
ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you're not coming.
She doesn't instantly, dematerialize or anything.
It's okay, guys.
But-
I will stay and protect her while she's doing her ritual.
She's not doing it until we come back.
No, yeah, I'll wait for you all.
And then we have.
Once again in primordial Shalaya, do not. You know how badly he is how bad he is at negotiating.
I
do not allow this.
speak primordial shit.
Exactly. Fuck you.
It's the only language I don't speak besides like
I take it because no one thinks to take it.
Because how often in a regular campaign do you actually talk to an elemental?
It's come up like
Never.
maybe once or twice in a regular
You
campaign.
would think it
Another
would be
one.
common. You would think it would be common, but
Yeah.
that was like celestial, infernal. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do with gods and shit, like probably. And I was like, nope.
Meanwhile, this is an elemental campaign, and Aaron's the only one who speaks to them.
yeah.
Hey, can I
so-
try looking at the forge again?
Yeah, go for it.
And I'll use Flash of Genius.
You sure you want
you were-
you want to save that for actually making the weapon?
No, I'm
I mean,
looking at the pipe.
we can always rest before he makes the weapon.
Are you trying to just appraise the pipes or actually fix some of them?
Fix some if I can with a
Yeah,
25.
You're able to
They're worth
fix
7 gold.
Yes, you're able to fix a majority of the damage around the forge itself, but it's a very complex network of different pipes and tunnels, so you would have to climb very high to do any more.
Okay,
To
fine.
give you
I'll-
another, I'm going to move you guys back over to the forge so you can get a look at what I'm talking about. As you can see, it goes up and into the ceiling and runs along it. So
It's like a reaper.
Well, I mean,
if push comes to shove, you do have a dragon hawk that may or may not be willing to help you. It's its own
Well-
creature. I don't tell it what to do.
shit, Kenji, did I install that grappling hook into my arm, or was that something you said I could just do?
I said that it would be possible for you to do it if you wanted to go out of your way to do it, but I don't remember if you ever said that you did it. So
Well, let me try to doing it real fast.
it would probably take a bit of time, but
Like a day's worth of tinkering.
I'll have to see if
Because
there are
I was
rules for
thinking
that.
I could use that. I could use my grapple hook arm and basically, hang with one arm and work on pipes with the other.
I'll look at that. In the meantime, while I'm figuring out how much time that would take, Lawrence, if you want to cast the resurrection spell you're using.
Before that, how many people are with us in total?
What?
How many people are with us in total?
I think you have.
I think it's just me and you.
Yeah.
Or
Did Fang go?
before I left, I would have cast.
And Rodon.
But
What's he doing? He's trying to kill me? He's trying to turn on me?
I'm casting Death Ward on everybody since after I cast Resurrection, I want to use. I lose the ability to cast any spells, so.
Oh, so you're casting Death Ward ahead of time, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh, smart move.
So that's 6 people. Everybody has Death Ward.
Why do you lose the ability to cast spells?
Because if I resurrect somebody,
Oh, yeah, for a year longer. You're right. My bad.
I'm working on the forge the entire time. You don't have to death ward me.
Yeah, with the fire
you are more than likely to fall into lava.
with the fire damage you're taking, I'd rather keep that just in case.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, let's go, Lawrence. Let's leave these idiots to whatever these idiots are doing.
Is Fang going with you?
This thing, I don't think.
Fuck
Fang
you,
is
Aaron. I
going
don't
with
see
us.
you working on this shit.
Hey, get out of here, Fang.
What?
Scram.
And if I remember correctly, what you were looking at, Handy, you wanted to get the traction claws attached to your arm, which would give you, you would be able to climb things, and you would be able to have bonuses to your saves against slippery surfaces and things. Is that what you were looking for?
I was literally thinking like grappling hook where I shoot
I'm
my
Batman.
hand out, grab on.
There's
He wants to be
something
Batman.
there because there's a Warforged component from 3.5 that has a climber's kit, if I remember correctly. So that's what I'm looking. Yeah, it looks
So you want me to
like.
throw you up there, Asher?
Yeah, it looks like it is the traction claws, which are the equivalent to the ones that let you climb things. And so I would say that you could probably modify that. It would take some investment though to do so.
Fang, are you going with them to resurrect the dragon, or are you staying here?
I'm be staying here to make sure Asher doesn't blow himself up and also help repair this thing. You need some
Okay.
muscle to move all this metal.
That is true. That you would be very helpful, Fang.
Yeah,
If
you want to
if none of this,
go ahead.
say if this doesn't work, Aaron does have a plan. It's not. We'll definitely lose the forge, but Aaron has a plan.
All right, so Handy, to give you an idea, it would take you, if you just wanted to add the traction claws, it would be 2,000 gold, and it would take some time to do that. It would be an extra 500 if you wanted to make it be able to deploy on, say, like a rope.
I am poor right now. I have like fucking
Yeah, it would. Take,
no, I can't do that. Yeah, Fang, help me out here. Just toss me up there. We'll see what we can do.
All right, you asked for
I'm
it.
gonna
I
say
grab him by
Rodon.
his shoulder and his freaking
Stop.
pants.
Stop. Please, no,
GJ
stop.
Jazzy Jeff him.
Please, no, stop, both of you, stop. This is what I'm talking about. You might be able to be smart enough to fix things, but you're a goddamn idiot.
Damn it.
You can fly, you idiot.
Oh yeah, he's got flying
Look.
boots. I forgot about that.
This is more fun.
Kirby.
And also, I am a scrawny 5'6" human, so I might
Yeah,
go a
but
little
I
further.
don't think he can launch you to the surface, to the
Asher.
ceiling. I don't
Not
think
to
he-
the surface.
Asher, can
I
you
meant the ceiling.
make me an acrobatics check?
You're
And,
5'6". That's tiny.
Manlet,
Yeah.
Wait, what Kenji?
perfectly matched. Okay,
Me and
Asher, you're
Fang are
able-
so
you're-
fucking in sync.
He's able to toss you up to the side of the forge, and you're able to latch on. I'll say you managed to get up to about here, where you can get a foothold against.
That's pretty high.
Garbage.
Alright.
And
And
in the
with that,
meantime,
display it.
Dude.
Lawrence, if you could go ahead and post the resurrection spell you're using, so I can prepare this while they're climbing the forge.
I just kind of look at them and go, and with that, we should probably leave before we have to witness these idiots kill each other.
Look. I don't need your fucking commentary. Get out of here.
I'm just gonna meditate and focused on my crystal and get in touch with some weird.
Ooh, that's some
patron,
high-level
I
magic.
don't know.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna message you something about that in a little bit, Soren.
Oh, sweet.
I-
I still don't know what my patron is. We're still unsure.
Oh, that's right. You're a warlock. Why you takes warlock deals without making? Oh, that's right. You, the worst negotiator of all time. Got it.
Are not
Forgot who I was
just
talking to.
divine intervention and shit?
Dude, I could whoop your ass.
Debatable.
And then I'd just run away if I couldn't. I just could literally just teleport like 20 times. And
Aaron
be
and
gone.
Soren are the two most difficult people to catch in the party.
Yeah, like a game of tag between Aaron and Soren is like professional level. Apparently,
Yeah, it's
I've
next level.
teleported. Yeah, I've teleported to the top of the ceiling. Aaron's just freaking haul-assing up the ceiling. Oh,
Freeze tag. Just you gotta unfreeze both of them. Awaken my masters. All right. Any other questions before we get to the dragon? Anything you'll need to take care of at the forge?
The divine
Just more
intervention.
smithing checks, really.
If you want to try to divine intervention something, you can. I guess you would roll for the divine intervention and then that make your request.
I don't suppose there are. I forgot how he does divine intervention. Is that good?
It's supposed to be below.
no, it has to be lower than 14.
Lower than his cleric level, yeah.
Yep, or
That way up.
neat speeds, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Look.
dude.
I don't remember if
Direction.
it's... All right, let's see. Divine intervention. I know that if you're at level 20, I think it automatically succeeds. Yeah, no roll. But otherwise, it is. It has to be equal to or lower than your cleric level.
Yeah, so
For your deity
that's
to
what it
intervene.
yeah, he would have had to roll a 14 or lower, which he's done to get money, but he can't do it to help the party.
Yeah, you can't do it to fucking, save the world.
But he can do it to get an interest-free loan.
Right?
What are you, the god of crony capitalism? What the fuck?
Well, after we come back, I'm gonna have to sleep for the next 8 hours so I could try again.
All right, go ahead and
Alright.
you can make another smithing tool check in the meanwhile, Asher. And then in the meantime, after somewhere between an hour and two later, closer to 2 hours of arduous travel back, Lawrence and Aaron, you're able to come back to where the dragon is. Let me fix that.
Arduous. You're talking to Aaron and Lawrence.
That's fair. But Lawrence doesn't really climb. He just gets his snake to...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That he literally just has celestial beings carry him.
If I were to do that, then I would have lost the spell for resurrection.
Ah, okay. Well, we have Rodon. He could carry you.
All right, and you all should be able to see the tunnels now.
Does Rodon
Just to once
count
again
big
give
enough
you
to
an
be a
idea of
mouse?
scale of how big this dragon is.
You know, you never told me what this cape is supposed to do.
Nope.
What cape of what now?
The cape that apparently I got from my angel.
Yeah, I don't think
You
it's,
didn't ask him what it did?
I don't
How
think
long
its
ago did you
capabilities
get
have
that
ever been
cape?
identified. I'm pretty sure it was
It
more than
has
6
been.
months ago in real life.
Oh
To
my
give you an
God.
idea, it was back whenever you all went to Lawrence's village and he saved his parents.
Oh
from-
my fucking God, Necro.
Wow.
That was so
I mean,
long
well,
ago.
so while-
It's
Hey,
here.
tied to his Asmar ability, and he so rarely uses it.
Here.
Can I identify with my arm?
You're not there.
Damn.
Necro,
While he's
it is we are closer to the month you got that now than if we went back in time.
sure. While he's casting the spell, use resurrection, I'm going to ritual cast identify so we can figure out what his stupid cloak does. Just like seeing that cloak, I just touch it. What do you do?
I'm too busy preparing the actual ritual for the resurrection.
Are you
Do
actually
you not have a
identifying
cloak
it?
on you? Yeah, I'll go ahead and identify. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's
Like-
if Lawrence is trying to prevent you, I'll ask him first. But
Like when doing the ritual, I like drop everything, like my backpack, any weapons, anything that gets in the way. I'll just drop it nearby while I'm doing the actual ritual. So if he wants to do it, he could go ahead.
Sure. I'll tangle with things I don't fully understand.
that sums up Aaron right there.
Superstition takes away.
And if you notice, I've been trying to sell this cape since I got it too.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll tell you what it does here in a minute. In the
Exactly, a
meantime,
minute. That's how long it takes
Does
to
it?
ritual cast.
Yes. Does it take? I don't remember. Does it consume the diamond for that spell?
Yes. I'm pretty sure resurrection does.
All spells that bring people back from the death consume the requirements.
How would you know, barbarian?
Filthy barbarian.
How would you know, barbarian?
Because I cast spells. Yeah.
Not the ones that
Yeah,
bring back
ritual
the dead.
spells, you fucking loser.
I can also cast detect magic at will.
Ew. I can shoot fireballs.
I can shoot fists.
I can fly.
I can run on walls.
I can cast a spell that can make you run on walls faster and make you throw fists faster.
I can rage.
The spell works while you're raging.
I don't think you can do all that. Yes, but at some point you're going to run out of spell slots. I'll never run out of fists. Even if I keep blowing them off, I'll never run out of fists.
Look, I'm not making you a new one.
I mean, you blew one up already.
Exactly. Point proven. I
You're not
blew
an
my own arm
astral
off,
monk.
and I still
you can't
haven't
regrow your fists.
lost fist punching.
You know,
So-
Andy, I'm kind of curious what you're doing in
Don't
my
worry about it. I'm checking some wording to make sure I didn't mess up my wording on this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, make it some OP thing that he's been sitting on for like 6 months.
Yeah, I haven't. I've had an idea for this. I mean, I've had the item forever, but I'm double checking. I'm paranoid now that I put something in the wording that he's gonna immediately pick up on a way to like completely break the game with it. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With this, Kenji, I can technically destroy the world and make it my own. As a matter of fact, you know, I'm the DM now.
look at me. I'm the captain now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just imagine it's so powerful. Soren goes, I resurrect the dragon, turns around, Aaron's like some kind of like in-game boss now. It's like, I have finally ascended.
No death.
I feel like you're
It
gonna
doesn't
be
fit.
a magical.
Oh, fuck you. I thought it fit. Anyway.
All right. So as you spend the hour casting the item,
It takes a minute, don't it?
his resurrection. That's the casting the item. What I meant was casting the spell to resurrect. And eventually the bones rise, organs and muscle, flesh, skin, hide, scales all grow back, layer themselves, and
So it's
the
coming together.
young brass dragon, weakened comes back to life.
Welcome back. You've been asleep for hundreds of years.
Hey, you're finally awake.
All right, he
God
does again.
fucking damn it.
I'll see you guys next time.
Alright, it's time to throw him into Sovereign Guard. Goodbye, everybody.
But thank you, the dragon says.
Don't thank me, thank him. I point to Lawrence. He's a cleric. He does these things.
I literally go to a corner and knock out that.
He could have at least waited till he got back down there to go to sleep. Wait, no, this can be training. I can put him on my strap into my back and just scale everything. Now, would you be interested in meeting Og?
Yes, that is why I came here long ago, but I perished before I could ever reach him.
Nope. Follow me. Soren, wake up. I mean, Soren? Lawrence, wake up.
No, I get
Before
it.
they get there, I want to ask Libra. So, how much energy would sacrificing a young dragon?
Okay, you.
I wouldn't ask that while Og is there.
Probably not enough. Not nearly enough.
Asher, you're right here. Do you really want to get sniped down by a dragon?
Look, I'm just looking for solutions here. I don't mean to offend anyone. Not even the drow. I have nothing against them. But if we have to...
What about the
this dragon-
Drider corpse? Could we sacrifice that? That's gotta be magic.
What's his name? Tyrig?
Tidrig.
Tidrig. Do you mind carrying that now half corpse thing over there? I say pointing to Lawrence, who's like halfway passed out.
Tidrig walks over and
Eats Lawrence.
lowers,
Oh,
kind of scoops Lawrence onto its back, and asks where it is that you need to go.
yeah. We'll start making our way back down.
Making my way down.
We should definitely be faster because we know the way. There are no drow. I can run on walls. That thing can fly, and Lawrence doesn't have to walk.
Hey, you didn't resurrect the dragon.
Yeah, I said Lawrence doesn't have to walk, so you don't have to do anything that requires slowing us down. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying. Normally, plunk around in armor and takes a while. With your squishy bits and whatnot.
All right, so you're heading straight back.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm waiting for when we get back. He's like, "You killed my father. Prepare to die." Ah, shit.
Dragon War. It'd be over in 10 seconds.
My name is Tigrid the Dragon. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Just stupid shit. Yeah, he'll do it.
And we're walking.
All right, yeah, and you eventually, after a long journey, you make it back to the forge. And those of you still let the forge working. As sure you have managed to patch up more of the pipes, and all the pipes that you can immediately see have been repaired, but more run into the ceiling and they go on for hundreds and hundreds of feet.
Can I also cast Flaw on Fang so he can help me with the heavy stuff as well?
If
Hooray!
you want to. So you all go about becoming plumbers for the city.
Let's
the dwarves
go,
deliver
Asher.
Your fine.
Okie dokie!
This fits too well. Kenji
you
comes
all
back from
see
the
that
abyss.
the.
So,
You all see that the.
can we just sacrifice Bowser? I'm sorry,
Yes,
go ahead.
yes, you're right. You can. I'll go ahead and set him in. He'll be a CR-35.
So long, Gay Bowser.
You all,
That's probably gonna
you
be
all
bigger.
see
That's
that
gonna be probably harder fight than the boss we have to fight.
Aaron returns, and with Aaron is a young brass dragon, and on the brass dragon's back is Lawrence, who is.
Oh, damn, they could
very
see Lawrence.
thorough.
I was going to. Damn it. I hoped he was too tall for them to see Lawrence. Like, where's Lawrence? He died in the process. So, where's Og?
Og is still under the water, man.
I can I go? I keep taking the dragon to. I don't know if we should. I'm going to tell Tidrick to wait here, and I'm going to go get Og. He's going to stand by the water. Og.
No response.
There's a dragon here to see you. Stop ignoring me.
Tell him his son came to see him.
I don't think it's his son.
You don't know
Tidrick is the younger Tidrick is here to see you.
I'll speak in Draconic and send
He
him a
can
message.
understand common.
Maybe.
We know he can.
Eventually, there's a stirring in
anyway.
the water.
I step
And
back.
Eventually, there's a stirring in the water, and then a great crash as the gigantic bronze dragon breaks the surface and flies into the air.
I'm just like kind of like brushing water off me. Was that? I don't think that was necessary. It was not necessary.
Old habits.
Yes, we successfully resurrected the young dragon we know as Tidrick, and he's currently waiting to meet you. And I just kind of walk back to where Tidrick is. Why is there such a long pause?
Because you two
The
play.
TM loading, please wait.
Yeah, I'm checking stuff, but Tidrig bows to Og. Og inclines his head, and to both of them, they converse in Draconic a bit, and then follow you all into the forge. Og sort of looks at the party and raises one of his giant brows. And what conclusions have you come to?
Well, Shalai's going to set up a shrine. We're going to try to negotiate with the fire elemental that's powerful enough to, power this thing. If that fails, there's a good chance we're probably just going to have to melt the forge. by pumping lava into it. Jesus, I shouldn't have paused. Take that drink of water.
So dramatic.
Thoughts?
Libra, status update. What's the
Suggestions?
forge capacity at now?
25%.
Hey, we got 10%. Thank you, Fang. I couldn't have done it without you.
Alright, point me to the pump where I have to pump this lava.
Hold. That could destroy the forge. We're going with plan A first.
Alright.
What? Did I miss? Did you say just
No.
pump the lava?
No, I said no. Hold. I said that's what he said. I said no. Let's not do that. We're going with
Oh,
plan
I thought you were
A
saying.
first.
I thought you were saying to pump the lava. I was like, if that's the plan you guys want to go with, I'll just scrap the Shalana thing.
Yeah, I was not.
He's like, you made me prepare all this fucking shit, and you're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's just blow it up.
I imagine Shalana's just sitting there like, oh, okay. Wanton destruction it is. Yeah, I'm just waiting. Ask Shalana to please proceed with making the shrine so we may negotiate.
You see, a lot of strange ritual items have been laid out, and things have been scrawled in primordial Ignan scripts with soot and coals and different things. And
Wake
there's a giant
the fuck
ritual
up.
circle. Yeah,
It's
pretty much.
past noon. Get your life together.
Yeah, it's just scrawled all over the forge. And she says, well, whenever you all are ready, I suppose. If this doesn't work, then excuse my behavior.
Are you gonna be able to keep control?
Ominous.
Not quite. I shouldn't be dangerous, just incoherent.
Okay, understood.
Oh, you're gonna be Asher?
Okay, I'm incoherent to you because I say shit that's too smart for you to understand.
No, that's not it at all.
Look. As much as I roleplay Asher to be a complete fucking idiot, he does use technical words every now and then.
Yes, he's smart, but he's a fucking idiot.
He's a rash, very impulse lacking, whatever the
Low
fuck
wisdom.
10, but it should be lower, honestly.
That should be like in the dirt.
Yeah, it should honestly be like 8 or 6.
Like I feel like like it's fine that it's a 10 in terms of saving throws, but but like any stat rolls that aren't saving throws should just be like dirt.
You know what? I'll make wisdom saving rolls that are at disadvantage. I mean, not wisdom saving rolls, but like
Wisdom
wisdom
checks.
stats. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. Just
Whatever.
waiting on Shalaya. This plan all hinges on Shalaya. The fate of the world is resting on Shalaya.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that works out. Kenji, you never send me a message.
Yeah.
Or me.
I'll,
Did I get what that thing he does?
yeah, I was making a handout for it.
Oh.
I had the item, but I never typed it out. That's why I was taking so long, because I was double checking the wording to make sure I didn't screw and stuff. Because I always like to check the wording and make sure it's in line. So I'll post
I know
that.
what it does beforehand.
Yeah, unless if anyone else wants to do anything first, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with Shala's attempt here.
I write somewhere on the forge, Asher was here, but with a Z as the was, at the S. So that's it. Just go ahead.
All right. So Let's see what happens to her. Let me roll some things. I'm going to tell you, for those of you that have features that affect this, she's making a saving throw right now.
I'll give her a flash of genius, if need be.
You hear her begin to speak in Ignan. Any of you?
Soren will give her inspiration.
I will do that. Yeah.
All
With
right.
our powers combined.
I'll inspire
What is your inspiration, though?
her. It is a D8.
All right. She begins to mutter in Ignan for several minutes.
I can't wait to this thing she suddenly goes, "Ah, yes, Soren, you have finally contacted me. Your master." Like, oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Soren,
It's a D10. It's a D10. I was wrong.
All right. So, after several minutes of muttering in Ignan, the ritual sigils and runes and things begin to light up and fire and rings that enclose Shala. She's in the middle. And she seems as if she's able to retain her sanity and consciousness. She says, obviously she doesn't really have pupils or anything, but still her eyes seem almost if they're rolled in the back of her head, and she says aloud in common, "I've established a link. What do you wish me to say?"
We need to generate large amounts of heat and power to light this forge. And
akin to what
there is
the Titan that once powered it did.
exactly.
Maybe a little less.
Just long enough to make this here weapon.
And what do you offer in return?
I have 30 platinum.
We we are open to negotiations.
All right. She takes a few moments to continue speaking with, or I guess communing with the plane of fire. And eventually she says, there's still instability in the plane of fire. If someone, the party, those who requested this, could offer themselves up as agents or pact holders to attempt to restore some of this stability, then perhaps an agreement could be reached.
What would the pact entail?
She goes silent for a few more moments and says, There are those on this plane who wish to enslave the elementals. We have seen such.
Yeah, but we killed
Bring
those,
them
didn't
into
we?
this world. And now there are those who seek to do the opposite, to suppress them. I presume he speaks of Neverwinter, wherever their mages are hidden away. No doubt somewhere in the city. There is a link there of some sort, knowledge, contact with this other plane, and it is from there that they've been weakened, like a thorn on that side, an open wound. They do not ask for your loyalty, only that you seek to close this wound. They describe it as a gate of some sort.
Shit, either my brother's lying to me, or he just didn't know about it. Moving on.
I mean, I kind of look at the others. I mean, to be fair, we were going to storm Neverwinter. It's nothing. It wouldn't be much for us to send mages to send mages. After we kill the king to take that out.
Yeah, that's no problem at all. I will do that gladly.
Yeah, he has. I mean, to be fair, if you're going to make a pact with anyone, that one's probably the best. When he does have he does have ends with an organization that's pretty good at putting people down.
Yes, I have no problem with this.
In the event that you do not do this as soon as possible, they will seek to send agents after you.
Question: What is soon as possible? Like in the next 19 days, 18 days, or
Yeah, we kind of have to. We have a clock, and there's the end of the world first, but like immediately after that, I will.
Yes,
take
the
care of
planes will converge soon before that happens.
before that.
The
then we
other
have to do a
planes are more stable, but with Varashna's tyranny and his subsequent weakening, there is a power vacuum of sorts within the plane of fire. It seems someone had attempted to take advantage of that power vacuum.
who?
He describes them as being clad in purple.
Oh, the fucking Purple Knights.
Why did
I
that
think they
such a
double
good
crossed
color?
us.
I don't think they know that they're doing it. From what I can tell, their whole thing is suppressing magic wherever it appears, and it seems like they just, even though they're kind of helping us, they don't. We only have one general helping us. There are still others.
Yeah, but once the king's gone, won't that whole suppression of magic thing go out the window?
I mean, it will once a new king is in place and he can do what he can override it. But in that time, it's gonna take time, and it's not just gonna be like, hey, well, we can stop now. They're probably gonna keep doing it because they're not being told to stop and no one's controlling them. Essentially, what they would, people who would sign up to stop magic from existing are people who don't like magic to begin with. So even if you put a new king in place and he makes a ruling, it would still take a while to sort out. because they'd still be doing it.
The flames.
So how much time do we have exactly now?
You have a little over 2 weeks.
Okay, so we got to take care of this immediately,
Yeah,
basically.
The flames kind of rise and roar around Shala, and she says, "It wishes to commune directly."
Sure, I don't give a fuck.
Permission.
I'm
and
just
akin
scared.
to the time that this happened before in front of the Hidden Council of Waterdeep, her head rolls back a bit more, and another voice speaks through Shala, a powerful voice. It says, "You mortals, do you know of these taskmasters that seek to set upon us?
We've run into them once or twice.
And do you know
I'm assuming they're
machinations they have?"
So from what we know, what we can guess, it was pretty much suppressing all forms of magic. That's about as much as we got, right, Kenji?
Yes.
The Purple Knights. But he is talking about the Purple Knights.
She just said he said cloaked in fire or clad in purple. He has clarified.
No, I think it's those people that we never dealt with. It's the ones who had that like cloak or whatever that would wrap around them.
Oh, at the very beginning?
Yeah, well, I don't think we ever really dealt with that.
Oh, yeah. We never really encountered them, like, later.
Like, I remember you gave it to your guy, and he said he was going to figure it out, but I don't think we ever kept pursuing that.
Fuck.
The information
I thought
that
that
you
was
were,
part of the other cult.
No, the
No, that's two
information.
different builds.
No, those were. They were. I mean, they. It seemed odd that they were oddly similar, which you later found out was because they were essentially being played on both sides. But with the information you found about the cloaks is that there was some divination magic on the cloaks, and they had a sort of psychic link back to some sort of center in Neverwinter, almost like the center of a hive mind. The elemental says through Shala, "These wizards of your plane, some of them seek to prey on the weaker elementals here. They seek to bring us into this world of yours and turn us into weapons to be controlled. Not like the old ways, the rituals in which pacts are established. Rather, it is a form of slavery."
Yeah, I think I'm beginning to understand these old packs that you speak of. Hey, do you have any idea what this means? And I'll show him the crystal. Just because it's interesting that I know it's related to like ancient prime material mortals with packs with like something like that.
Yeah, it says, "I know not what that is, only that it is an abomination."
Oh shit. Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, I think our goals are aligned.
And Mr. Goodman, that what happened?
He said he gave a bit more information. He said that wizards from your plane have sought to prey on the weaker elementals. They have opened a gateway rather than establishing pacts with rituals such as this. The old laws, they seek to enslave the elementals like taskmasters and turn them into weapons.
I kind of look. I go, like essentially, it's what happened to Rodon.
But it seems that not only it seems that it wasn't just the elemental cult that's doing similar things. It seems that there's a faction of royal colors that done something similar in the wake of. It seems that rather than using ritual magic, they've found more direct ways from what he's describing.
Does he know where the gate is?
He tells you no. He does not know exactly where it is.
I have a question. Does he know where it is on his plane of existence?
He does, approximately.
I mean, now, hear me out, guys. If we were to go to their plane and go through it and then wreck shit on them, wouldn't that be the easiest way to do it?
Yeah, but how do we do that?
I mean, all we have to do is get to his plane, and then we can go through the gate from his plane into or summoning them, using the gate to pull them through.
That is ballsy. I like it. I like how crazy that is.
And
This
plus,
is pretty cool.
if we're doing this to help the elemental plane of fire, I highly doubt they would be reticent to attack us if we're in there while we're there.
Plus, July would be super powerful there in comparison to regular life.
Yes,
So
the elemental that is speaking through Shala says again, I only grant this audience because you have with you one of our trusted sisters. She vouches for you, and another of your mortal creatures holds within itself a brother of ours. Were it not for your treatment of these siblings, then I would not so much as deign to speak with another from your plane.
that's fair. But we've been nothing but accepting and helpful towards your kind, and I think we'll just continue that relationship.
In primordial, I would say I can't deign to apologize for something I did not do, but I can fucking wipe them out. Is there a word for fucking in primordial?
Probably, I'm sure there's a primordial curse, depending
I don't
on, I'm
think
sure
they
there's one for each
reproduce that
dialect.
way.
Do what you must, only that the balance of this plane is restored. But you, despite the fact that there's no form, you get the sense, Soren, that you're being addressed.
I just imagine, out of character, I just imagine that Aaron was standing like right in front of Soren. He goes, "You." Aaron jumps out of the way and he hits Soren. You will be the.
Yeah, I mean, I made the pact, so
Yeah, I just imagine that it's just hilarious. Like, you will be our keeper. Soren's like, nope. He just moves and he hits Soren.
You, and again, you get the feeling that you're being addressed, Soren. I know not what that thing you carry is, only that it sickens me.
What thing is he talking about?
I know
I can
not
barely
what
hear him. Is there
intentions
any
you
reception?
have. I know not what intentions you have with our sister,
Oh.
but you will not bind that thing to her.
What thing is he talking about? Is he talking
wait,
about the
how would I bind? Wait, what? I don't even understand. I don't even know how to do that.
Is he
No,
talking about?
He's being presumptuous right now.
Oh,
Is he talking about the necklace or?
He's talking about
He's
the
talking
crystal
about
that Soren
my,
presented.
my crystal.
So he's talking about the next. Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, the crystal that he took from the archive that he's been meditating over that seems to be connected with his patron.
Oh, he's saying. Okay. So wait, the crystal of the necklace. I'm still confused.
Now, the crystal, he has a crystal
Oh yeah, the crystal.
Yeah,
She's
the
saying
crystal.
he's saying you will not bind her to that.
Yeah, because Soren held it up and asked if he could identify it. He said, "I know not what that is, only that it is an abomination."
We probably should have went back to that library at some point, huh?
Right? We should probably do that before we get into the final fight. But we still got like 18 days.
2 weeks at best.
Probably put that away. And
Also,
I don't think
Soren, I did message you. I don't know if
That's
you got
off.
that. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna, after this pact is sealed or whatever, I'm gonna ask Libra about
Okay.
what the connection
And
is.
what were you saying just now, Aaron?
message me with a stupid. Oh yes, you say you're making a thing, but I want to know what it does.
I mean, it's in there. It's in you and Lawrence's.
Oh,
Well, I wouldn't know until he told me, though.
Yeah, it's called Sacriel's cloak. You should see the handout.
see it. Yeah. I'll probably tell. I'll pull him aside once we're done with the big talk and everything, and we can get what's his face working on the what's it called? All right. Now normally I don't speak for him because he's an asshole, but I highly doubt that Soren had any plans to do that. Her
To do what?
to
No.
find her. I'm pretty sure they've been more of friends than anything else. Right?
Whatever it is, it seems that it has its tendrils around him.
Ew.
Oh, so his patron's the crystal. That explains a lot.
No, I know what it is. His patron is Hermaeus Mora.
I mean, we both said the same thing.
I didn't know. We did? Really?
A being in charge of a secret collection of a mass amount of information hidden from the rest of the world as agents taking and adding to it.
Definitely Hermaeus Mora. And she somehow swore to make a pact with Hermaeus Mora. It's amazing.
What is a Maus more? I don't know.
Now you get to find it's a
They're
Deja
making an
Prince.
they're making an Elder Scrolls reference. There's a being in the Elder Scrolls. It's kind of a Lovecraftian type.
Kind of.
Tentacle
He is
crab
Lovecraftian.
monster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tentacles and eyeballs.
He's
All
essentially
he
a
is.
Lovecraftian tentacle eyeball crab claw type monster, and his thing is that he deals with knowledge. His plane is just a vast library essentially, and he is a great
Full of
collector
Cthulhu
knowledge.
mind flares.
What's the name again?
Hermaeus Mora.
Yeah, basically imagine if Cthulhu was a librarian.
No, the actual,
He's a fucking nerd.
yeah, the actual Cthulhu one is the Yoga Sogalov.
Yeah, Yogg-Sothoth.
I was gonna make a patron out of that one, but somebody wouldn't let me.
Yeah, he's kind of based off Yogg-Sothoth.
Interesting.
But what is it that you wish me to do?
Honestly, we just really need enough fire or heat. Is it fire or heat? Fire?
Magic heat.
Magic fire. To power this force to create a weapon that'll help us take down the Winter Queen. He's being a bitch.
And then our agreement is concluded until you finish with the business. Is this it?
Go back on the words of yeah. After we forge the weapon, then we can go right into kicking their ass. For all I care.
Then we may never speak again after this.
That's unfortunate.
Blood. Those of you agreeing to this pact will need to shed blood in this circle.
I don't like this.
All right.
Fuck it. I just fucking, cut my wrist a little bit.
Well, Asher, you're
Wow.
responsible for dealing with them now. Good luck.
So everybody gets a level in Warlock now.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you
I'm not confused.
fuckers
It's
wouldn't
like,
let me become a
is that a
lich.
key?
I'll go ahead.
Yeah,
And
I'll prick a finger and do a little dainty drop of blood.
little knife a little. Spill some blood.
You all have to do it. I assume this
Fang?
is go to the plane.
I suppose I should offer my name in return
I
in a straw.
cut Fang so he
now.
bleeds too.
I suppose, out of courtesy, I should offer my name to those who agree to this pact. I am Strahd. Now,
Run zero.
Well, fuck.
but yes, if you all, assuming that you all add the blood to the circle.
I cut Fang so he's part of this pact too.
He says, "Oh, I didn't answer you earlier, Handy. The flash of genius it didn't matter. She succeeded."
Yay.
He says, "I am Ragdis," and that is his name.
Rakdos?
And
What?
Ragnus, yeah.
Cage.
He says,
Wait a
Hey,
minute.
And with this,
Is that the Star Wars guy?
No, I don't know.
There's a Sith with that name.
You mean Mark Aragnos?
Or spelled similar, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so much
What
more.
rank is Ragnus? Like, what's his title?
He's
he
next in line
is-
for the fire throne.
Yeah, he's got a sister that's blue at fire. No, he is.
I was being serious.
Shala tells you that's not quite as powerful as if we were to compare it to some of the other elementals you've known. It would be a rank or two below, for example, Leviathan.
Jesus, that's not too far off.
Jeez.
Yeah. Powerful fire elemental, not. There are definitely a bunch of things above it, but roughly high mid level.
Um,
And the flames suddenly roar to life around you, but it does not seem to hurt you all. And
fire, finally.
the fire and the heat and the energy lights the forge as well, and flames flicker and spew forth from the mouth of the forge. And though you can see there are dark spots, and when it was in its prime, it must have been much, much more powerful than it is now. But still, this little bit of energy that has been provided nearly knocks you off of your feet, and it does provide enough heat for now that you can hear the machinery of the forge begin to
Oh, shit.
operate.
Well, shit. Let's get to fucking work, bitches.
I'm gonna pull Lawrence onto the side and tell him what his cloak does.
What do we need to do to help?
Dark inspiration,
I-
guidance, assistance. So give him everything. we got
Heavy
with advantage.
lifting.
Yeah.
JoJo
shit, like,
stand.
I think I have enhanced ability.
True, you could probably just give yourself.
Yep,
an
artificers get that.
Yeah, I can give myself advantage on. I'm guessing this is an intelligence check.
Yeah, it would be intelligence because it's a very complex process, and you're following schematics to do it. So
Hell yeah! All right.
advantage with
smithing
bardic
tools
inspiration
or-
and guidance, right? Give him everything.
Will this be smithing tools?
yes, make sure you add that guidance and bardic inspiration as well.
I'll roll the. I'll do the rolls. Oh shit! This is pretty
Damn.
good.
All right, damn.
Damn.
Bardic inspirations are what now?
D10.
Jesus.
I should roll a 10.
Okay.
Wait, where are you getting the plus 10s of those rolls?
You got expertise, most likely.
Yeah, expertise in all tools that I am proficient with. In guidance.
You got a 40. This is definitely a weapon to surpass Metal Gear at this point.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Flash of genius with 44.
All right, you make a 44
Blessed by
magnum.
the gods, 44. Just roll
You
2d4.
roll a 44 and you create the world's first 44 magnum. No.
God.
That's a
It
gun
went from a
Aaron
monster
can use.
gun.
Although,
turned
to be
into the
fair, that's what
Mauler
Asher
from
would
Halo.
do.
Turn
Oh,
into the
yeah,
Mauler from
the-
Halo.
Dude, that's the best.
All right, but yeah, there's this historical moment of the time Asher rolled a 44 on. He got a 44 on Smith and Check.
You probably need, what do you need, like a 20?
Higher than that.
30.
That's more like it.
I mean,
so-
he's forging
He's
ancient
doing-
materials together with runic magic that he doesn't know.
Yeah, and so
I'm pretty sure the ghosts are helping him.
By the way, this is going to take more checks. I hope you realize that.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I assumed
Oh.
there was going to be a few
I
checks.
take back that flash of genius.
You only have one?
Yes, I used to.
This
for
is why I
everything
said
else.
don't waste them earlier.
Oh, hold on. Stop. Oh, did you factor in the fact that we rested?
Short rested? Yeah, I did.
We long rested.
You long rested before this too?
Didn't we?
At the end of last session, the beginning of this session, you had a long rest.
Yeah, I already used my flash as a genius, buddy.
What do you have? 4?
As much
Yes.
as his int modifier.
Say. So, I mean, I don't think. Didn't he?
I got
don't
3
know.
Bardics left. I got 3 inspirations left.
Angie, is there a point where he could probably, like, because we'll probably rest between them? I'm pretty sure that metal is, I mean, whatever's going to take a while. You have to constantly, or is there no time for him to rest?
You have to strike while the metal's hot, idiots. Don't you know
Literally.
shit? Smithing?
I look.
I don't.
We have to strike while the mill's hot. I look around at the fire, and then at the lava, and then at the fire, and then at the lava.
I mean,
I would-
it's gonna take a while for like this is just for the preliminary stuff because it's gonna take a while for all the machinery to get ready and stuff.
Right.
I assume this first Smith and Check is he's actually preparing and getting everything ready. And interpreting the schematics and things like that. This is the preliminary. This is what he's getting ready before the process begins. So
Oh. Yeah, like I wouldn't. I wouldn't have. Yeah,
Process.
I would have not used my flash of genius on a 40 then, if that were the case. Anyway,
I mean, what
If you
I
need
mean,
someone to
at
hit
that
it with a
point,
hammer, I'm
would he have
here.
enough time? Would he have enough time to rest, to short rest while it's gearing itself back
they
up?
they replenish themselves on a long rest, dude.
Well, you're screwed.
Fuck it.
I mean,
Bardic Inspiration replenishes on a short rest, so I'm not too worried.
you all can short rest, but after that, you would probably have to. You're not sure how long it would be until there. It probably wouldn't be until the end that you have another break before finishing the process. So.
Look, we just started. Let's just keep doing this shit. Okay, do I need to roll another check then?
Yeah, you need to roll another check. Anybody given bonuses, announce what those bonuses are before he rolls.
I will Bardic
Enhance
Inspiration
ability.
again.
does he still have enhanced ability? Because if not, I'll help. I'll help him
How long does
whatever way.
enhance ability last?
An hour.
Yes, he would still have it.
There's not much me and Fang can do then.
Fang would like to take the help action and give him advantage.
No, but
Yeah,
if I
enhance
have,
ability.
yeah, it's fine. But you can help anyway. Get over there and
Fang, you're over there
Move
on the
that
bellows, making sure that the heat stays out.
I'm
Holy
I'm Patrick
shit.
blowing the bubble. Nonsense.
a D10 and a D4. Ooh. Okay, 39.
All right, you begin the process of heating the metal up and carefully working the beginning of it into a malleable shape. And you eventually get it to the point where it is most malleable and the meat of the work is about to begin. I'm going to give you a moment. I need to take a quick break for a few minutes. And in the meantime, because it's at its most malleable right now, if you want to make any personalizations or anything else, I'm going to give you a moment to figure that out, because once you get through this part and the thing becomes enchanted, assuming you succeed, then that's when anything is set in stone. So,
Fair enough.
I'll be
Well,
back
of
in a
course,
few
I'd like
minutes.
to put like my little logo on like the side. Oh no!
And
wait.
what is your logo, Asher?
That's a good question. I'll just put my name.
You're not scrawling your name, writing your name on my weapon.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, fuck you. I made this shit. Yeah. I'm putting my name on it.
There's gonna be a circle with an A.
It's just
I
gonna
mean-
be. It's just gonna be a little stamp. It's just gonna be a little stamp that says, made by Asher Doran. Just like on. It's not gonna even be on the killing part of the weapon. Okay.
With what they used to do in Japan, where they would literally write their names on the blade before it was put on before the wrappings and everything was put on it.
Yeah.
No, oh dang, it's not a sword. I can't do that.
Hattori Hanzo.
You know, fuck it.
That wasn't a smith.
You know, fuck it. Just let's everyone put our names on the fucking weapon. Why the hell not?
I throw the weapon in the lava. No one shall use it.
None shall pass.
Although I do need to come up with a logo for myself now. I am
Bang
trying to
just
become
draws
a
a tooth.
well-established business. What?
Nothing.
Ah, you're good.
I do want to see if we can do that thing where they thing they do in Japan where they take
Fold
the
it?
molten bowl.
Sorry.
Where they take where they can make bowls and teacups, where they take once hot, they drop a leaf into it and then pour water in it. So it burns away, of course, but like there's an imprint of the leaf. I want to do that with a phoenix feather.
That's pretty fucking cool, actually. Yeah, well, let's do that. And of course, my initials somewhere on the weapon. No, name, just full name. I want to be remembered in history.
Here, how about that?
Anarchy.
I was gonna say, did you put the anarchy symbol?
I mean, that fits you pretty damn well.
Like I said,
It does. I
like
like it.
Like I said, it was a circle and an A.
If a circle and A can mean anything.
I honestly assumed you meant Avengers. But I like this one better.
If I can try to find the video, I know I have it saved somewhere or on Twitter or something. Did I not like that video?
You know, upon reading the quote, is it really worth it?
Oh, that's right. Someone on Twitter made a mask gun so you could forcibly make people put on a mask.
What?
Yeah, someone made like a mask gun where like it literally just shoots a mask at someone. It's pretty accurate.
That's hilarious. Pretty fucking
Sorry.
awesome. Oh, by the way, it's pretty hot in here. Does everybody want a soda while we're, doing this?
What?
Are you gonna
What?
do
I'm just saying. Look, it's
Asha,
we're in the middle of a. Yeah.
add your mark on this creation. Fill the vat with your soda to douse it.
I'll douse it with the soda to cool it down.
I
Whenever
mean,
we finish, when we get
as
to that
good as it
point.
sounds, that is technically what some, but well, it's not exactly what there were different smiths who had different
Qualches.
things like temperature of water and what it was in the water for quenching it.
All right, I've returned. Any decisions been made? Because it's essentially a giant ingot on a stick right now. That's why I ask.
I mean, I don't know about the design of it. I don't. Man.
Shit, it's becoming a mall, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it was in the process of becoming a mall, but it is effectively right now a giant ingot on a stick because you have to reshape it to fix it. It was never finished.
Yeah.
I have to think.
So it was never tempered, etc.
always make a bladed staff for the monk?
The thing is, I think it's going. It needs to be. It's going to be a maul essentially, or it's going to be a great weapon. Essentially,
It has to be a hammer of some sort, of blunt weapon of some sort like that, because that was within the basically what was specified is it was intended to be a hammer or bludgeoning weapon of some sort. And that's part of your agreement with the dwarves. So that's what you agreed to. I mean, theoretically, you could just break that if you wanted to. But
Nah, I don't want to make the check any harder for myself.
I mean, does anyone have an idea for a design for the head of it? Because one thing I think of is a wing. That's stupid.
What are you thinking of? What's
because this is, I'm telling you now the reason I asked. If you guys want to personalize this, come up with designs and stuff, as long as it's in with reason
Yeah.
go for it. Because
Yeah, we got some designs.
I mean, you should get flames going on the sides.
Yeah, this is essentially your chance.
Yeah, it
as
makes
a
it go
party.
faster.
This is essentially your chance as a party to forge something that is the party's legendary artifact. So
Yeah, that is true.
Dude, I think you should do flames because it's like the opposite of the winter court. We're doing this huge fire thing with this fire mission. So
yeah, we'll
be
have the
fire themed.
phoenix. Yeah, we'll have the phoenix feather etched into it as well.
Yeah,
Hey Kenji, does this anarchy symbol exist as a symbol in the Forgotten Realms? Because if not, I want to take it.
That's not the flames on the side of the weapon.
it does not exist.
All right, that's officially Asher's symbol that he's gonna put like on the underside of the mall. It's like a
I
stamp.
like the idea that he's not trying to say anything political with it. It's just his initial, and he's so chaotic that it becomes the.
Yes, Ash. It's supposed to be a D, but it's. Oh, I just thought about it. I have one better
Oh shit! If you got one better.
because it's almost exactly what we're talking about. Son of a bitch! I
why don't we just make it
Discord.
Doomhammer or whatever the hell from Warcraft? That'd be fun.
Oh, don't talk about Warcraft. I have a lot to say.
Oh, do you now?
I'm thinking something looks kind of like this.
Yeah, that
Yes,
looks
I have
cool.
no idea what that's from, but yes. Actually, I'm gonna go do a reverse Google image search.
Dean
I'm looking up
Ambrose.
shit now. This is pretty cool.
Who's Dean Ambrosia?
But instead of
Dean
rams,
Ambrose.
it's fire elemental heads.
Aren't those just people heads?
I don't know. They're like flamey faces.
But yeah, okay. I'll put the AD symbol somewhere on it, like as a trademark copyright bullshit. A logo of sorts. Flame elemental heads. Are we going with that?
Oh no.
No. But we're
It's
definitely
too
going with the
garish.
Phoenix. We're definitely going with the Phoenix feather on the side. Right? Like, that's pretty cool.
Asher,
that.
I think this is the
I can't-
kind of
I can't
hammer
find
you
the
would
video.
make.
I can't find the video, but there was a video to explain to Kenshi what it is. There's a video where they took a bowl. I'm pretty sure it was Japanese, where they took a bowl that was still molten, they pulled it out and dropped a leaf, and they just poured water into it, and so the leaf was burned. The thing of the leaf was burned into it.
That's cool.
Basically a way to
Yeah,
sidestep the etchings.
Yeah, and if we do that, it's basically like, then it makes sense that we went with the whole fire theme for the weapon, because, like, it's, yeah, we are
I'm
fighting
pretty sure
Winter
that's
Fae.
just a Monster Hunter weapon.
It is.
I've never played Monster Hunter, but I'm 90% sure that's a Monster Hunter weapon.
I looked up Monster Hunter hammers, and that's what I saw. It's like, yeah, Asher would make a hammer with a drill.
Yeah, probably.
I would. Sure.
I do, however, like my design because I just noticed it has a king, it has a skull with a crown on it, and we are killing kings.
I'm just saying, King Dede's hammer has cat on the back end.
DDD's hammer!
Or not, Terry, this is King. I am only accepting serious suggestions.
I don't know, well. Well, no, it's made of wood, never mind. But
Was
it
it that
does-
one that was infested or something that was like really cool looking, but it was wood?
There's some good Assassin's Creed Odyssey that are like flaming hammers. I'm trying to find them.
I'm
Is anyone
sure-
gonna get when we're trying to get on topic? Is anyone gonna get the Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
I'll probably get it.
Yeah. The first time in a while I bought an Assassin's Creed game, I'm like, you know what? You sold me.
It does look pretty cool, actually.
I do love
Wait, is it-
Vikings.
Could someone post it in chat?
Everyone loves Vikings. Know nothing about that game except it's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm like, you know what? You sold me.
I'm in.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. I'm very down with the design I posted. That is very cool looking. It has a dead king, which is definitely what we've done multiple times.
Well, I'm sure we can kind of retcon the design, like the specific design of it later. Like, I don't know.
Since you said once you do it, it's set in stone. Literally, it's going to be a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It has to be done now. Okay,
Yes.
fuck.
Well, the fire is hot.
Damn.
Oh, we lost that.
Oh
Well,
shit.
it's malleable.
Well,
Because Mark said said something about posting it, so that yeah. I'm like, I don't know anything about this game, but it's got Vikings, so it's got to be cool.
I'm scared it's just gonna be like every other Assassin's Creed game.
Man, if it is anything like Brotherhood, Revelations, or 2, I'm down.
Yeah.
you
I.e., the good Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
There was I somehow like, I don't know what it was about 3. I never finished it, and Black Flag just did not feel like it should have been an Assassin's Creed game.
I think Black Flag would have been better if it had just been its standalone, yeah.
I do too, but they put Assassin's Creed and made it an Assassin's Creed game like
Dude,
this.
the middle one. The middle one's the one. I'm
The
talking
hammer if I
about.
faced it. Yeah. That's all.
I'm really liking the lion one next to it.
Why not both?
Yes, put have the flaming thing come out of the lion's mouth. Merge them.
That's just weird. I mean, it could either be it could be either something coming out of his mouth, but then it'll look like something coming into his mouth. The middle one looks good.
I will say, I for what it was, I do like a lot of Odyssey's weapons. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was just like it was so like weird that like you just get so much magic where it's like, all right, they're going real crazy with this.
It's weird to me because like it doesn't feel like it should have been Assassin's. Like that's my biggest problem with Ubisoft right now. They don't feel like there's the Assassin's Creed games don't feel like Assassin's Creed.
I feel like they just keep the name to kind of sell it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Of course they do.
I think honestly they could have
3.
called that game anything other than Assassin's Creed. They could have just called it Odyssey, and it would have been a great game.
I feel like that's what they should do, and then it just be because it really would. They don't
Everyone's
have
been
to have a
screaming
big
for
name
them to
connection.
do
Because
East
what it comes
Asia,
down to
but they
is
keep
they
going
just like
European.
they're making.
Now I'm just
historical
imagining
fantasy.
Super Mario Odyssey, but Mario's a Viking.
Yeah, because they're just what it is they're just making historical fantasy action games. So it doesn't really matter. That
What
it's
is the
Assassin's
current
Creed anymore.
continuity of the future timeline?
Nothing matters really.
Look, literally, the Black Flag was like acting like something was going to happen because they saved you, and then it was just like, no, this is just something people do to get away from their bullshit.
So they don't touch on that in Origins or Odyssey?
If they do, I haven't gotten far enough in Odyssey to figure it out. I just know that in Black Flag, it was the whole thing was, you know, they were turning Desmond into a martyr essentially. Where it's like, oh yeah, because of him, we can access this and send people on vacation.
That was 3.
And it was okay. Oh, that
Desmond
was
died in
Black
3.
Flag. And in Black Flag, they made a whole thing where you're working for I think it's Abstergo. I don't think it's
Yeah, you do. You work for the gaming company in Montreal. It's like fucking weird.
and they're
It's so
using Desmond's
incepted.
memories.
He
Desmond's
uses
memories because he has the most
corpse
assassins
as
in
a
his
genetic
family, in his
marker.
lineage. To find the best simulations for people to drop into and play through lives and everything. And then
And then
It's
you're
weird
like a
because
tester,
What?
and then you discover.
Yeah,
all
that's
this
the
fucking
plot of
shit.
the
reason
in Black
here's
Flag.
What weirded me out. The reason it weirded me out is because when I saw that stuff and I was playing through it, I was like, "Why is Abstergo just Ubisoft now?"
I mean, it's a little on the nose, isn't it?
and then at some point you get contacted by the freaking assassins, and then the prophet shows up. Like, how the heck is he still alive?
Because he gets
Yeah.
reincarnated every 100
He gets
years or some
reincarnated.
bullshit.
Which is stupid, and they never explain
He's
that.
the janitor, and I think he dies. Or he
Yeah,
gets
you
away,
kill him
and
when he tries to
ends up
kill
against
you.
him joining-
You know, he kills you, I thought, and then
Nope,
I
you
don't-
lived through
I
Black
thought you were
Flag.
in which the assassin's taking you.
Oh yeah, he kills someone else or he dies. I don't know, something like that.
He kills
Just remember
the
at
guy
some
you
point,
talked
like,
to at the
he-
beginning.
Yeah, that's right. And then like the assassins get you, and then that's how the game ends. I'm like, what is going on?
The reason why
Yeah,
they
but
have
in
no
the-
idea what they're doing because they didn't have a. By the time 3 came out, they had so many fucking writers screwing over with each other. They just said fuck it.
Look, and here's my thing. I could probably find. I just don't have the time to get into Odyssey. But I don't like Black Flag as much as Black Flag did right for me. I don't like the fact that Black Flag is like, oh, do this, but do it this way. I'm like, I don't want to do it that way. Like, I get that it's like
I don't know what you're talking about.
assassinate this guy in this way. Do this without being detected. I'm like, well, I'm gonna try, but I don't want to.
Are you saying that you felt railroaded by how you had to complete certain missions?
And it's
Oh
like,
god, I
don't
completely
think-
forgot about Syndicate in Unity. What were the storylines in the future about those?
Unity was pretty cool. Syndicate, I did not like.
Yeah.
There's a faction of people that are like, Syndicate's the best. I'm like, those are the people that like The Last Jedi. I'm just like, you're just.
Yeah,
there's certain
Syndicate's the
things that
one
are
with the
wrong.
British people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One was
I feel
weird.
like Unity was cool though. I really like Unity. So.
Unity
I
like
don't-
looked
The
really good,
buggiest one ever.
but it was buggy. It was buggy
That
as
was
fuck. You jump into walls and it would just crash the game, and you'd be like,
I'm just saying, can we all agree that Assassin's Creed 2 was the best of them
Yes.
because it allowed you to swim?
yeah.
I don't care about anything else. It allowed you to swim, and that automatically was like, yep, this is the greatest game of all time after playing Assassin's Creed 1.
I mean, the biggest,
Yeah, that was
like,
pretty
it
fucking dumb.
expanded the original game like a billion fold.
Yeah,
right?
I would
like,
say
there's just such a difference.
that to me, it was Assassin's Creed 2 and then Brotherhood. Because Brotherhood, I don't get me wrong, I love the chain kill like 7,000 people at once. moves, but I do believe that it made combat a little bit too easy. It's like, yep, I now can kill. I kill one person. I'm going to kill everyone all at once. Like, this is awesome. I get why people like that makes combat too easy. I'm like, that's fair.
Yeah, but then they'd have that challenge where you have to kill all those like crazy guards, and you have to kill like 10 of them at once, and they're like impossible to do.
Yeah, and then like I remember I think I know what it was. I didn't like that. I think it started with Brotherhood and Revelation, and then Black Flag made it even worse, where you have to do do the assassinations and everything, and do the missions in a certain way in order to get full syncing. And I'm like, I don't want to do it this way though.
Yeah, I never give a shit about full sync. Like that's why I like that in Odyssey they're like, okay, you're supposed to do this stealthily. If not, it's gonna like affect a different like thing. Like it'll be very hard because there'll be a billion people after you. But then like it makes a future mission harder. Like there's consequences, which I like.
Okay, so according to Wikipedia, first, the future plot of Unity is you're a player of the video game.
Okay, we're getting way off topic. Which freaking design are we going with for this mall?
Oh fuck, I forgot we were still
Number
playing.
Fucking 4.
Going with Hephaestus, with the Hammer of Hephaestus?
That's the one I was talking about. It looks baller as fuck, and it's really good in the game. Really awesome.
I like my design. Yeah, it's fine. Hammer of Hephaestus.
Yeah, we'll put the leaf inscription on the top part of that, on that top flat part just above the just below the pike part.
Before we
Wait.
seal this up, first of all, what the hell are we naming this thing?
Yeah, Og actually says that it is his duty to name it, and when he does name it, it was part of what grants it power. And so, if you all want to give it a name, he will translate that into Draconic and do his best to breathe that into life in the weapon. Because he's
God, you really this really is Skyrim at this point.
He's,
the dragon
he's technically the one
using
that
words
is.
of power.
Yeah, basically, he's the one that's in charge of actually enchanting. That seemed to be his end of the bargain, and the reason they needed him to complete it.
So what do we?
Unrelenting force.
Unrelenting
All right,
flame.
so
Give
you
it
guys
Shadowlight.
go.
We just
Alright,
name it
so you guys-
Shadowlight.
All right, so you guys go ahead and submit your Star Wars characters. Great playing in the campaign with you all.
Okay, so
I've ended the campaign twice this session. Damn, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to cap off the Assassin's Creed commentary, they've actually started writing a plot again with Origins. There's a character that appears again in, but it's like epilogue cutscenes and shit, apparently.
What the fuck is Origins? Did I play Origins?
It's the Egyptian one.
That's actually the best one in my opinion.
Was it? Checked out then.
Because the combat's really good. I think it's the best combat. It's good. It's good.
What are we gonna name this weapon?
Its name will affect it, by the way. So
I think we
I'm
should
down with
each
just calling it the
choose
group.
one letter from
Name's
our
Stu.
names.
Shadowlight, or I like Undying Flame, or Never Ending Flame. Something with fire themed.
Hey, dude, we've gone a little bit too far on the fire thing. Let's cool it off a little bit.
I'm curious.
Oh.
Is this weapon gonna be meant to sniff or actual battle?
Then,
Is this hammer gonna be used as an actual smithing hammer or
It can
or
be
an actual
both.
battle weapon?
this is a
It's a
ball,
weapon.
dude. This
can
is
be
a
both.
This is a hit
It's
people in
huge.
show ball.
possibly both, but you're not sure.
It's
Probably
the
a
size of Asher.
Because I was gonna say you could put the feather like on the head of the hammer, so when you're smashing with it, you leave a little imprint. You know.
But no,
Does that work?
no,
Is that
because
even-
not the way that we're talking about it. It doesn't. It's not at all. It's not an engraving. It's just a. It's kind of like a flash burn thing where it's. I had to find this video now. God dang it!
Yeah, I know. I've seen it too, but I don't know. Just throwing something out
Like
there.
it's not a stamp. I don't think.
No, it's just like it's a way to burn the design into things. I can find this, goddammit. I know it. I've seen it. I hate when I can't find something I've seen.
All
Are you
right.
talking
How
about
about
raising something?
Og? You make a name. We're just we're fine.
Heavy Inferno.
Sounds like it should be in freaking Gears of War. That sounds like a Gears of War weapon.
I don't know Gears of War, so
he tells you that he has one once the weapon is forged.
I kind of want to describe it. What's the name?
Don't worry.
All right, trusting the dragon. Got it.
the Penetrator.
The sinister Mr. Fister. Which I wish wasn't a thing, but that's literally something that freaking Team 4-Star made up while they were playing.
Breaker. As you raise the finished weapon, you hear a new hand touches the beacon.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, fuck!
Aaron flies like 7 years into the air. Like, why am I this high up? There's no reason for this.
Okay,
You will
I'm done with this
clear out my
campaign.
temple.
How? Okay, Kenji, how the fuck is the campaign not over once you mentioned that?
He's the DM. He can do whatever he wants.
Fair enough. I am not the DM. Moving on. All right. I guess we'll let Og in it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yep. Sure.
You have to make another smithing check, my dude.
Oh, that's fine. Am I still under enhanceability, or do I have to re-up it?
You are no longer under enhanceability.
I mean, if you want to not re-up it, we do have 2 people who can give you advantage. And I can put a spell in the damn thing.
Here's another bardic inspiration power chord.
Okay, so I have advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And a
I'll
D10.
roll that first. Come on, get a better one.
This is not the time to be rolling low.
Damn it!
I might have to use my.
Yeah, this is definitely the time to use it.
D10. D10.
And D4.
All right, you're above 25. Nice.
29.
29, see it, make it better 3.
The difficulty is 30.
Is this his last check? Kenji?
Do I have one more check,
Hmm?
Kenji?
Is this his last check, or is there another one?
This is the last check.
Yeah, my darn it.
Flash of Genius. And that is a 33.
I put the key into it, but it does nothing, so I can't help you. I burned
Fair
all
enough.
9 points of the key to give him an extra 1. I don't fucking know.
I cheered him on while I passed out.
And I was just playing music the whole time. Lightly on my lute.
Playing metal.
Okay, Phoenix Feather, Asher, Doran logo.
I just love
Shit,
the
like-
idea of what's actually happening. A guy's playing music, the freaking 2 people are patty caking the person with the holding the thing in the fire, and Fang's just doing push-ups on a blowtorch.
Oh, I'm also drinking a soda while I'm doing this. Which I offered to everybody, but no.
I don't trust your chemicals.
I'm drinking it.
Now that you screwed up your own date.
Look. I've stopped putting fucking fairy dragon spit into my fucking drinks, okay? We're
Your
done.
drinks. This should be put into ours. We don't trust you.
Alright, fine, fuck you guys. But anyway.
What's the 33?
33.
Yes, 21, 25, 29, 33.
Yep.
All right, so is that your all your bonuses are in there?
Yep.
I didn't like the sound of that. Oh, let me see if I can do anything. Roll again. Oh, all right. Well, that only works in attacks, but you know.
Okay, a fucking 35 fucking DC. That's stupid. Well, I roll stupid. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I think the highest DC I've seen in 5e is 30.
30 is for the impossible.
Yep.
But then again, to be fair, I am crafting what's probably a legendary magic item right now.
And to be fair, to get 30 AC, there's some shit built in where you can lower it by ripping shit off and doing some other bullshit. Otherwise, it's not fair.
If this was 3-5, you could roll a lot higher, but I think the highest DC in that was like 40.
I mean, if you want to get technical, let's go back to Thaco.
No, let's not. Actually.
What?
Do you guys
To hit
remember
AC
Thaco?
0. If you've ever played really old D&D, he's talking about Thaco. So before, I'll give a quick rundown.
Thaco's a nightmare.
It's 2-hit armor class 0. It is, quote, it refers to the roll required for a character to score a hit on a hypothetical opponent with an armor class of 0, which in turn is used to calculate other attack rolls. So it basically assumes that 0 is the base armor class there. So you roll a 20-sided die, you add or subtract any bonuses or penalties, then you subtract that number from the character's Thaco value to find the strongest armor class the attack hits. In AD&D, armor classes range from 10 at the worst to -10 at the best, meaning a lower Thaco value will yield better hits.
I got you.
Yeah, you can
So
see
here
why
we
they
go. Here's
replaced
the
it with
example.
armor class.
If the player's character has a Thaco of 10 and they roll a 12 on the dice with no bonuses, the best armor class they can hit is -2. If the same character wishes to hit an enemy with an AC of 4, they need to roll a 6. The lower the Thaco, the lower the roll needed to hit any given AC value.
So dumb.
Fighter classes have the best Thaco progression, and spell users have the worst.
So dumb. Why would I need to roll lower to hit something? God, I can't. I don't want to think of it. Let's just make this weapon.
Well, Kenji,
Alright.
do I fuck up?
You shatter the weapon. No.
Oh,
Oh, great.
it's
All
not
this
over this
build up.
morning. I'm going to sleep.
You work at it, you put the design in it, work for hours. But despite the fact that normally this would take days, it seems to almost respond to your smithing at a certain point. And strangely, especially with the power of the forge and the schematics, it seems the process is almost supernaturally increased and quickened. And eventually, you get it into, after hours of painstaking work, you manage to just get it into shape as the forge begins to die down.
Holy fucking shit. Woo! Alright. I don't know shit about smithing in real life, so I just cool it down and I'm done, right?
Something like that. It's more up to Og now.
Oh yeah. Alright, Og. I say as I fucking lift this thing with both hands, because even with 14 strength, I imagine it's still pretty fucking
Yeah, I got that. I kind of gently take it from you. I got that. You go rest.
Don't we need the dragon to
He
breathe
just
on it?
falls down like right next to the forge. Oh.
just alright, man, good.
Don't we need the dragon to like shoot it with lightning?
I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm holding it.
Og tells you not to hold it, or you will probably die.
No, I'm gonna put against Aaron's better judgment. He's gonna put the weapon down. Walk away.
Hold it! Don't be a bitch, Aaron!
Not losing
believe
Aaron because I'm gonna put it down so I can do whatever he's gonna do.
All right, he rears up. You see once more the Godzilla charge up his body, and he, not like last time, not a short burst, but this time he repeatedly breathes.
I mean, I could probably have made it with dex saves.
He repeatedly breathes light into the hammer, half a dozen or more times, it seems, and he shouts syllable by syllable as he does so.
So you're telling me he's using the Thum on this hammer?
Dude, we already established he's using words power.
Something like that. And
Okay,
finally,
he's saying
the
it.
runes alight with lightning and flames from the ritual swirl around, and the forge swirl around the hammer. This strange fusion of fire and electricity lays itself into the designs, and runes that were invisible before suddenly come to life on the hammer. And the thing finally, as it dies down, it begins to thrum with power. And you hear loudly what sounds like, even despite the fact that you're underground, it sounds like a thunderclap in the distance.
What do you name it? I know Draconic, so.
He named it. I will post the. Actually, I will show it to you all. He named it Seafixin, which roughly translates to prolonged fire. And he tells you the reason he named it that, as he thought it rather poetic, that in the same way that you have prolonged the fire of this Dawn Forge, so you seek to prolong the fire of this plane. And you should be able to see a handout.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a better name than Shadow
Holy
Light.
shit.
CR6.
And I will post the translation actually along with the name.
Ooh, +3 weapon.
Oh
Holy shit.
boy.
Oh, fucking hell. And,
Blast
guessing this
my
is
arm
a
is
legendary weapon? Just
It is
this
actually. It
artifact.
is actually. Yes, it is legendary.
Oh, it's not an artifact? It's sentient, though.
It's not. Nope. It is. It is indeed a legendary.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Whatever. Asher made
Oh,
a legendary
Oh
weapon.
my
I
god,
just
you can
realized
one-hand it.
This is the Brone.
This is the funniest thing in the world. Aaron now has a weapon he can't understand.
Dwarven and Draconic?
Yeah, I don't understand Dwarvish or Draconic. I understand Common, Elvish, and Primordial.
So what you're telling me is
can-
a voice in your head yelling gibberish at you.
Like, I don't.
Well, you'll be able to understand it telepathically, but when it shouts, people
Okay,
will
I got you.
hear Dwarves.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I just imagine it's just yelling in my head, giving me advice like, I don't understand what you're saying. I also love that I know that the dragon was involved. It's just hilarious thing when Aaron tells the story. Yeah, this Asher, dumb as brick, could make a weapon like nobody's business. In fact, he was so good, he made a weapon in a language he didn't understand.
I understand Draconic. Fuck you.
I don't know if any of you, of course, you all would not know that it's sentient until you grab it, but he breathes the name into this thing, and then you see Og takes a step back, exhausted, and says, finally, after centuries,
Pick up the
my
weapon.
end of the bargain.
Come on,
is
come on.
complete.
I made it. Let me touch it first. I want to give it at least
Freezing.
one good swing.
Freezing.
Okay,
Can you
first
even
of all,
swing this weapon?
I have a +2 in strength. I mean, I'm not proficient in it, but come on, just
Actually,
one
I want
swing.
to see this. I just step back and go, by all means.
It's fair enough. I pick it up.
You hear a voice in your head, a powerful voice. It says, I am born amidst fire and lightning, flame and storm, to prolong the flame of a plane, and to crush those who would seek to snuff out its life. Who are you?
I am Asher Doran. Nice to meet you.
I created you, bitch.
Yes, I did create you. or at least the physical body.
I just imagine it pulls him. You're not worthy, and so he can't hold it. He's like, bitch, I made you try to pick it up.
I was about to say this weapon's about to have an existential
I'm so sorry.
crisis.
Oh, I added.
I didn't ask to be born, Dad.
I had forgotten to add this part, but I added a little clause at the beginning of the description. I'd forgotten to add this. So
Yes. Okay. I'm attuning with this bitch. Fuck you guys.
Hold on, what did he add?
Well,
wow.
attuned,
Make
you are
my
considered
attuner
proficient
proficient.
with this weapon.
yeah, I forgot to add it. I wanted to add it because of the sentient nature of the weapon. Because it doesn't care who wields it so long as it carries out its mission.
So you gave the giant hammer to a man who can't walk 5 feet without tripping over himself and getting knocked out.
Whoever wishes to carry out the mission of Sir Thixon, they can attempt to do
Yes.
so.
We
If
can
they
literally
are weak.
pass it to each other in battle, like thrown, and then someone else grabs it, thrown.
You have to attune now.
I mean, can multiple people?
No,
attune?
you are not attuning to it. This weapon was meant for me.
God,
No.
here it is. The fight of who gets to use the weapon.
No, I can't. I'm not strong at all.
I Rochambeau you for it. I immediately kick him in the nuts.
Look.
My zero strength
One monk
really
kicking amongst
would-
flurry of
would
blur
not
monks.
work.
I'll Rochambeau you. Fuck it.
I don't. You wouldn't survive, my friend.
I would. Whatever. I have the weapon.
Honestly, I think Fang should have it because at least he has thrown and you could finally have a ranged weapon.
The difference is, I think the problem is he also has his great sword.
Oh yeah, and then
He's-
you can't use the great sword.
And I literally could not use that great sword if I wanted to.
Yeah. No,
Amazingly, this maul is
Aaron
one.
has to use this.
The thing about this maul is it can be used one-handed.
Yeah,
Right, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. That's deliberate, as well as some of the features work even if you don't, even if you're not attuned to it. That's deliberate. So I didn't want to pigeonhole anyone into using this because this is just as much the parties as it is anyone individuals. So if you all want to pass this around, you very well can. If you want to have a,
I mean, I want to touch it just to hear the voice and speak Draconic with it.
Well, by all means.
Oh God, it's lawful good.
I know, right? Like that's the bad part.
It's
but
gonna hate you, Asher.
I'm chaotic neutral.
listen, man,
I
check
am-
a bronze dragon's alignment.
I imagine Aaron grabs the weapon, like he's like, "Fine, you can use the weapon." Aaron takes like, "Oh God, it's lawful good," and just chucks things at the fire.
What's like? What are you thinking?
I feel offended
Oh,
somehow.
you see Aaron like approaches it all somber, respectful, places a hand on it, finds out it's lawful good. 30 seconds later, perhaps we should leave this weapon for the next generation.
Just gets yeeted into the fire.
But yes, if you all want to, it can shout out loud in Dwarvish, but
Oh, he sounds nice.
Yes. Do we really?
Wait,
Do we
is
really
the weapon
want that? Do we
gender
really want
assigned
something
or is
yelling
it
at us in a
neutral?
language we can't understand?
It probably knows a whole shit ton of like drow slurs or something. Like instantly.
Oh wait, doesn't that mean the spirit lady's gone?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, you hear
Libra.
Libra say, and with that, it seems that my obligation is complete.
Wait, I forget. What did she say about the crystal? Because I asked. I don't remember. the response.
I didn't know if you had asked if you were waiting to ask. She says, and with that, my obligation is complete. It was certainly interesting working with you all. Thank you for your assistance. And you see this bluish glow, kind of almost like a flame, like a flickering bluish light, almost ghostly flame, even comes out of the cube and floats freely in the air. And now, if anyone wants to ask anything, would be the time.
So yeah, I was gonna ask. I mean, I said I was gonna ask right after the fire plane people were gone.
Libra says, that crystal is strange. I cannot tell you much about it, but from what I can see, it seems almost like a simulation of my kind, but very powerful.
And
Like
what
an
is your
artificial-
kind exactly?
I am a spirit of intellect.
Right. That's
Aaron doesn't need it, but I'm so tempted to have Aaron pull an ode and let him have a prosthetic eye made that she makes attack with him, so he has a freaking eye that literally has Libra.
And look, I don't know if we're gonna level up after this or before the final boss, but I would take it, but I wanted to tune into another magic item, so no, I can't.
You are now level 14. The party is. So.
woo.
Shit.
Time to
either-
go kill
Libra
us.
says that.
some-
And
Okay, so
she says, and with that, my obligation is complete. I'm free to leave this place. Is there anything else?
What is
hey,
that?
What is the meaning of
spirit of-
life?
What?
I figured I'd ask.
what is the meaning of life?
42.
Too many variables to calculate.
God damn.
Cop out.
So, spirit of intellect. Hey, Libra, what if I ever wanted to, like, I don't know, have a spirit of intellect like you again? Like,
Oh, you
just
would
in
need
case I'm
to-
not smart enough for anything.
You would need to locate a spirit of intellect and make an agreement with them, likely with a powerful ritual in order to bind us to a vessel. We cannot remain in material form for very long, and we are vulnerable without a vessel to remain
I
within.
open the cooler and dump out freaking Lee. There's a vessel.
That is a very complex, needlessly large vessel. More vulnerability.
And if I were to make this deal, I would get a warlock level, or what would happen?
That would depend on how in depth you want to go.
But that would mean I would not get another level in artificer, right?
Yeah, if you want to, if you wanted to do this and you wanted to go very in depth with it and have it be a very large part, that you would have to use your level for essentially a warlock level. You could try and talk to the spirit of intellect and strike a smaller deal, but if you wanted to have a very serious one, then it would likely take the form of a familiar, and it would involve a warlock pact.
Okay, if I were to take this pact, this very serious pact, do you guys do anything with my soul after I die? Like,
Oh, you are not necessarily beholden to us. Rather, we are partners.
huh?
Your soul does not come into the matter. Rather, we grant you what information we can, and in exchange, we have particular conditions. In fact, if either one of us were to attempt to harm one another, it would violate the terms of the pact and would frankly be contrary to nature. It would be a bonding agreement, which is fancy speak for, I'll tell you out of character. It's less like directly getting power from a patron, and it would more be like using the warlock abilities as a way to explain that you have a powerful, intelligent being that is able to give you access to arcane and eldritch secrets. And so, rather than it being like your patron is your sugar mama that gives you power, it is more like you have your very, very powerful familiar or something that is feeding you information and rather than upholding a pact by being obedient, you aren't upholding a pact by being respectful and maintaining a partnership. I think of it almost like a hyper familiar.
God, that sounds so fucking cool, but Warlock's not even worth it until I get level 2 in it.
I mean, yeah, you need it. Invocations come at level 2, don't they?
Yeah. It's not like one of those front-loaded classes, you know.
I'll tell you that I estimate the party will probably end up somewhere between 15 to 16 before the campaign is over, but I don't know that for sure because it's difficult to predict.
So in other words, you would get another
done.
level, essentially.
We might get one more, probably, especially if we have to fucking
Well, if it's one more, I get another magic
close
item
this hole.
you know. And would I be able to like make a pact with it and then like make a smaller pact with it and then upgrade later on, or is it like?
What do you mean?
Like, say I do like a I don't know, a lesser deal with it. That's not quite the warlock level, but then later on, like say like after the fucking events of this fucking campaign, I'm really just giving a shit more about story at this point. I wanted to say, hey, Libra, I think I'll go all in on this whole pact thing. Could I do that?
Oh, and form an actual partnership. Sure. In the meantime, it would be more like you would get limited access. They don't want to just give up information willy-nilly because giving people a crazy amount of information for free is a great way to throw things out of whack. And so for the interest of the realm at large, you would get access to maybe a small bit of advice. This would translate into probably things like a familiar being able to give you assistance on intelligence checks, things like that. So.
Yeah, Libra. I don't know. I like you too, Libra. Like maybe you could be. Oh, come on! It's a thing that knows everything. And let's keep in mind, I still don't notice Puck being all super jealous.
He's mad right now. He's tilted now.
How about we start like I don't know, just like a smaller deal, and when I feel ready to move forward with this commitment, maybe I can be some type of warlock. But
Puck slithers up and says, what the boss is trying to say is he kind of has commitment issues and he's trying to be nice, but he's too nice to just tell you
commitment issues.
off.
What the fuck?
He's too nice to just tell you off.
Puck,
if you could just skedaddle. He also has this. He's got this dwarf lady that he's got his eye on, and
okay. First of all,
and he doesn't.
I'm done with that. Second of all,
you're muscling in on her territory here, Squirt. So if you could get
You're shorter than everyone, man.
Yeah.
I have a body. She needs a vessel.
But I'm pretty sure she knows more than you.
Oh, yeah?
Look, Puck.
Puck, what's this? I'll ask you both a question. What's the square root of pi?
Let's not get caught up on the details here. Let's focus on the logic.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, I'd like to make a smaller pack deal. Because I mean, it'd be useful to have around, and later on, if I do want to take the whole, infinite knowledge stuff, I'd be happy to have you around.
All right, so I'll tell you ahead of time. But here's what I'll kind of translate this into. If you want to make a smaller deal, then assuming that you have access to a fond familiar of some sort, then you can you will be able to assuming you can get access to fond familiar, you'll be able to use that, and rather than bonding a celestial fiend or fey spirit as an animal, you'll be able to get in the form of a small object. You'll be able to bond Libra as a familiar. If you wanted to go with a warlock pact, it would translate into a warlock level with intelligence as your casting stat rather than charisma.
Sure, that's pretty good too.
So,
Was there a UA feat that allows you to take more
attuned items?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think there's a Tal'Dorei thing though for that.
Oh, now I have a decision to make.
But yeah, that's what that translates into out of character handy. Right now, it would be you'd be able to take her. She would unlock, so to speak, as a special familiar action where you carve her, you create a vessel for her, and if it's acceptable, you can bond her to that vessel as a familiar. And if you want to make a warlock pact, it would be intelligence instead of charisma. And it would probably be I would say that if there's another warlock pact that you think would make another patron rather that would make sense for it, then you can argue that and tell me why you think that patron makes sense. But by default, I'm inclined to be to say that it would be the Seeker Warlock patron from Unearthed Arcana, the one that is, quote, an inscrutable being who travels the astral plane in search of knowledge and secrets. So if you don't have access to that, I'll tell you here's a link to it. Like I said, if there's another one that you think makes sense and you have a reason for it, then you can argue that. Otherwise, this is what I would use for the Warlock pack.
I fucking hate this arm so much. I don't know what to do.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll take the Warlock level.
Do it.
That sounds fun. Fuck it. And, you know, fuck it. I can already tune to 4 fucking items anyway. What's one more level of waiting? Fuck it. And,
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it, man.
All right. Are you taking this level? Or
yes, I am taking this level.
Are you taking this level? Or
I am
are you
taking
seeking at all in any way to exchange any of the levels?
Don't you dare fucking tempt me. No, I'm taking it.
I'm saying if you want to trade knowledge for knowledge,
Ooh.
put that option out there.
Ooh.
But yeah, if I trade more levels, then I don't get then I don't get fabricate. So no, I'm just taking the level.
All right, so be it in that case. Unless there's another patron
I like
you
how
wanna
you're
argue
doing.
for.
I like what you're doing, though. Damn it.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying the option is there if you want to trade knowledge for knowledge.
Thank you, but I'm good.
I'll tell you then that what you'll get is, unless there's another patron you want to argue for, you will get a Warlock level as the Seeker patron, and any features that use Charisma will instead be replaced by Intelligence.
So fucking sweet.
I will, as a courtesy, because it would not make sense otherwise. I will say that Libra, in a limited form, you will still be able to communicate with her, but until you either find a way to use Find Familiar, or until you level further into Warlock and take, say, like a Pact of the Chain to give her special familiar options, then she will not be able to act as
object.
she will not be able to act as a familiar until you actually get the spell somehow and cast it.
Fair enough. So yeah, I think I'll just.
And likely it would use, if you look in the Seeker patron, it has a special pact boon called Pact of the Star Chain. You would be limited to either that or Pact of the Chain, but definitely Pact of the Star Chain would be preferable because it is an intelligence-related item that acts sort of like the familiar thing. And so that would be what I would use for her as well, that pact boon. That would be the path you go down. You can read the details there, but it is essentially you can use augury as a ritual that doesn't count against your spells known. You can gain advantage on an intelligence check while you carry the item. so on and so forth.
I am so close to unattuning this fucking arm and having Lawrence grow my arm back. It's ridiculous.
Well, shit. I guess. Well, shit, Libra. You. So I need to bound you to something. Are you okay with that, or do you want to like hang out in my arm? What do you want to do?
Until you create a vessel for me and prepare the proper ritual to
Oh, okay.
allow me
okay.
to bind that vessel, then I will simply need to follow you, though I will not be able to offer much assistance as I am rather vulnerable in this state.
That's cool. That'll be the first thing I do. Thank you.
In the meantime, if you wish to make this deal, I will communicate with you in private and grant you some knowledge that may be able to assist you as you seek to find the vessel, which is fancy speak for that's how you'll be getting your level 1 warlock features.
Sweet.
And I'm glad I was finally able to rope a player into taking a warlock level mid-campaign. I've been waiting forever for that to work.
I mean, technically, you did it in that one shot with
That's true.
Yeah, but campaign. That's
name?
cool.
Oh my god, what was that Baxi's name?
It was something really good. It was like a Khajiit name. Yeah.
And you know what? I may. Is it all right if I come back to you later on in case it was all like, you know what? I don't want to be as cool of an artificer.
I want to switch to Warlock.
Oh, believe
Yeah, I
me,
just want to be a
listen.
warlock.
Oh, believe me, this is a thing in progress. I'll discuss this with you as much as you want to discuss it, because if you want to, you can take this pact, this whole warlock thing, and this whole deal with a spirit of intellect. You can make it as shallow or as deep as you want to. You can discuss that with me and figure that out however you want.
Fair enough.
I so wish this thing had a "you're not worthy" feat ability.
So how are we gonna get to the to close the portals?
I'm assuming we're going to have Fire Guide transport us to the plane of fire. We gotta walk through and have Agnes lead us to the gate, jump to the gate, and beat the crap out of anything that's there.
Is that even possible? Can he do that?
I mean, we just need to find a mage who can cast.
Well, I'm gonna.
90% sure Necro can do that. We get it. It's hot.
Necro,
there.
yeah, you just posted the relevant things.
Potential 30 damage every 6 seconds were there.
I have 2 things that give me fire resistance. I think I'm good.
Well, I guess I'm using Eldritch Blast now.
Congratulations, you're now a warlock. How do you feel?
What level?
Yeah,
So you're removing one of your levels in Artificer?
No, I'm just taking my level up to warlock.
I'm so
But the
surprised this
option
thing
is
doesn't
there.
give you fire
But
immunity.
Wait,
it's
we're
an
level
open
14
offer.
now?
Handy if you ever want to work that out, buddy.
Oh,
I'm just
I understand.
I am so surprised this thing doesn't give fire immunity. It's been sitting in lava for hundreds of years.
That was, yeah, it's...
Yeah, I don't want to make it too fucking broken.
Yeah, it's immune, but you're not immune by touching it.
Imagine
plus 3
like, yeah, I
weapon,
would have
more
been a little
abilities
better
than
if I
Get
got
Out.
stage. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure a beam of fire from the fire plane can protect us from the fire. The fire plane.
Although,
Otherwise, if we were on this plane, how are we going to find out where this is taking place? They didn't really give us that much information.
I mean, like I said, the only real other than seeing if Ash's brother has an avian.
I mean, I could check the order and see what the scuttle is on that front. We haven't asked. I haven't checked
Yeah,
about
I
that.
think our best bet is to have Ragnus, is to have Ragnus guide us through the fire plane. I'm pretty sure he probably has a way to, make it so we don't hurt.
I mean, could
If
Shalaya
he's
just
powerful.
protect us and we get there a different way?
I mean, she's not a magic user. She can't just summon us through portals. Maybe Dragonface knows. I'm gonna send him a
Do
message.
both of the dragons next to us turn their heads with that name?
Well, it's a good thing it's all mental.
You did say I wonder what Dragonface thinks.
So your message in Dragonface?
Yes.
What would you like to say?
I'm gonna ask him if he knows a way to get into the fire plane.
He
from here.
says simply that he can plane shift you all onto the elemental plane of fire.
Great. And then Shalaya, can you ensure that Ragnis can meet us and make sure we don't immediately burst into flame?
I will attempt to do so, but the more specific the location within the plane of fire that you're going to, the better. So I suggest you research where you're going and make sure you don't end up in the wrong spot.
I'm pretty sure we can. If you can get in touch with Ragnis, he can probably give us better directions.
Yeah, wherever he's at,
Can we
wherever
assume-
he thinks the gates are coming
Gate
from.
is his plane.
I will do my
Yeah.
best to describe it. I'll do my best to tell whoever will be taking us there. The better an image they can get, then the higher chance it'll work, as far as I understand it.
Sorry.
All right. So I guess should we tell DF to meet us?
Yes. Please
and-
tell him he's down here.
To meet us at we're going back outside to Troll Breakers.
Please, I want to know what these dragons do when they see Dragonface. We need to know if he's a dragon.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know how to get here.
He's sending clairvoyance.
I don't know.
I kind of look at the two of them. Do you know anyone named Dragonface?
No?
This guy who I'm pretty sure is pretending to be a human. I don't think he's really a human.
Hangs out with Winterfell.
That sounds like several people.
That's
It's a dragon mask.
Dragon.
Does he wear a dragon mask or he just wears a mask?
No, he does not wear a mask at all. It's just that he covers his face with a hood.
He covers his face with a hood. He's been burned, I think.
Interestingly enough, he was burned, and then the places where he was burned were scaled over. At one point, Lawrence, while he wasn't looking, reached out, touched him, and cast regeneration on him, and some of the burns under his scales healed, but some of the scales remained where his burns were.
Yeah, because he's a
Burned,
dragon.
where he was burned, there were scales.
Yeah, so
I'm
not
pretty
like
sure
literal
he's just a
scales, not
draconic
like-
sorcerer.
Yeah, not like literal scales, but essentially what it was is it almost looked like where he had scars that looked like scales, but as they healed, now they look a bit more like literal scales. It's hard to tell.
It may or may not be
Birds have
scales.
scars, yeah. They tell you they're not sure.
If you were to see him, you'd be able to tell if he's a dragon.
We see the true forms of all things, we would know.
Got to know. I need to know. I need to know.
Perhaps young Tidrig here would not. Her true sight has not developed like mine. But I would
just
be able to
imagine-
see.
I just imagine you cuts the top, it cuts back. Aaron's gone. It's like 3 hours later. He's literally dragging Dragonface in against his will.
So what's the move now? Are we gonna try to meet up with? Should I tell him to meet us at Troll Breaker Creek? Keep.
It seems like the best bet, and then bamf to fire plan. Well, I think the plan now is to see if Shalaya can get any information from Ragnis, get as close to this gate as possible, so we can just camp there, go through, and then raise hell.
Okay. I'm trying to debate if I should get my sword now before we do all this shit. Because I think it's ready. I'll ask. I'll send a message to, I always forget the guy's name down in, Everett.
He tells you that it should be ready by the end of the day, yes.
Ah, wonderful. So, yeah.
Within a matter of hours, basically.
Should we rest for today, seeing as we wasted up? We burned. Well, you guys burned a lot of spells.
I didn't burn any spells, but I burned all my inspiration. Oh yeah, I used 2 of those, but that's.
You would have to wait another. You can't benefit from more than one long rest in a 24-hour period, so you have to wait like another 12 hours or so. But
yeah, I don't need to rest right now. But we need to go
back to Asher.
Huh?
You're pretty low on spells, aren't you? You usually what?
I'm actually okay. Like, I have a spell refueling ring as an infusion, so I'm fine there. I can just recover some spells, but like I have. Oh, and I also, okay, I have to work out some of the fucking warlock levels, but I have all my first level spells, 2 second level spells, 1 third level and a 4th level.
I hate this so much because I now have to choose between. It's not a. Well, no. Right now, I know what we're doing. I'm going to be a Tim from the Pools of the Winterlings. Tune to Juthixon.
The question is, do I take a level in Warlock to get the ability score improvement?
The question is, do I take a level in Fighter and start getting that action surge, baby?
Or do I continue in Bard and get 6th level spells?
God damn it, Kenji, your mic is so fucking quiet. Did he
Is
say
he
we leveled
talking?
up?
no, I was not talking. I was typing that out to Handy.
Gifted 10th level monk.
So as a
Purity of body.
Handy, I will make an exception in this case strictly because the pact is intelligence based.
I also ask just because, like, there is an invocation that pretty much does that.
Yeah.
But I just want to be sure.
Which invocation are you referring to?
Fucking.
Are you talking about Agonize and Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could. I mean, technically that would still work. It would just be intelligence instead. The reason is because the arcane. The reason it would still work is because the arcane firearm does not add your modifier as damage. It just adds an extra D8. Whereas Agonize and Blast. Yeah, whereas Agonize and Blast actually adds your modifier. So the way it works is rather than binding the specific spell to your arcane firearm, it's just anytime you cast an applicable spell through it, an artificer spell, or in this case, again, I'm making an exception and letting you do it with Eldritch Blast as well, you roll a d8 to one of the spell's damage rolls. Agonize and Blast would be that you just add your charisma modifier to your Eldritch Blast damage, or in this case, for you, it would be your intelligence modifier because you have an intelligence pack. So.
Oh, okay. I must have had like the old rules from.
Yeah, you must have had the old rules. So it's an extra D8 to one of the spell's damage rolls with Arcane Firearm, and you do not have to bind a specific spell to it.
Okay. Just that's cool. Thank you. All right. I have to do some crazy shit with my fucking class now.
So since they start looking up the Syndic engine. Just to look up homebrew feast to send to you.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you to Og and the other guy, and I guess
Nods,
we're
yeah,
leaving.
and expresses that Tidrig the Younger wishes to thank you as well, and she bows her head and thanks you for. It is a she. She bows her head and thanks you for.
Well, we technically didn't ask if it was a
life.
boy or a girl.
Well, Tidrick, if you want to repay us, you could totally fight in this epic war.
She's
that
too
we're
young.
doing.
She is definitely too young. Keep moving.
She says, I will assist Master Augie here however I can, but my kind rarely fights. We are less warlike than the bronze. We are rather weak compared to other metallic dragons, and we prefer instead to talk and converse.
Did Ankh agree to help us fight, or was that just not a thing that happened?
He has not outright agreed. The last thing he mentioned about it was that he wants to see that tree.
Right, he's open to
honestly,
fighting.
like,
He needs proof.
Wait, he wants to see the tree, he wants to go with us, or is he gonna just go check it out on his own?
Either one. He wants to go now and look at whatever that tree you were talking about and see that for himself.
Yeah,
because he seemed to know of the tree. He had been there before. But
I'll just let him know. I suggest you take a look at that tree as quickly as possible. So,
because quite literally, my only thing for wanting a dragon wasn't even for them to fight an army. It was literally for them to literally just blast us into the throne room, and then we go from there. Blast the throne room, maybe breathe some dragon breath on the king, and then dip. At that point, we can
a flyby.
Yeah, because at that point, if he flies into the day, we jump off. We're in the throne room. He breathes a little bit of fire, or breathes a little dragon breath to weaken him, and then we take him out, and then.
Oh, I can't wait for the ironic nature of us using the Ring of Two in the throne room at the final battle.
Oh, I'm planning on using it against freaking the Winterbitch.
Oh yeah, you want to do that? I mean, I think that's the appropriate time to do it. It's in the throne room in the very last situation possible.
I was joking with Kenji a while back where we just summoned them like on a beach or something. Like, yeah, man, take a roll off.
Just hang out. Like, wait, but we need to fulfill our mission and
your mission is to chill.
You know what that is? It's like whenever you join a quest or something in a multiplayer game and they complete the mission as you're loading in, so you get in and you just see mission complete. It's like Monster Hunter or something. You load in and you get out and it says quest complete, return to camp. It's like, all right, that's
cool. I guess
fuck everything.
I'll go fuck myself.
But you still get the rewards, so that's what they get.
Yeah, but was it really worth it?
They show up to the beach in full armor and ghostly forms. They're like, wow, thanks, buddy.
They show up and go, your mission is to party, handle mimosas, and just walk off.
Yeah, it's Corona time.
No, it's not. Don't say that.
It's Corona time.
I've had their sheets forever because I didn't want to get rid of them because of that ring. So,
dude, I remember they had some badass crap that I was so angry at Kenji. He's like, no, it disappeared with them. I'm like, what? No.
Yeah, that one guy had a great sword that split into two long swords.
I'm like, oh, that's so amazing.
I ripped that from Warcraft too, but that's fine. That's what the Human King Varian Ren has, and WoW. I don't remember if he had it in any Warcraft stuff before that. He has a sword that splits into two, so I ripped it from there.
What about hit points?
What about them?
Well, because like we won't be able to take a long rest, so we won't level up technically.
Yeah, we could.
You would have to wait another about 12 hours to get your long rest.
Yeah, I would say that like we go to Troll Breaker's Manor then we rest, and I bamf to with Dragonface down to Uverick, what's his name? Fuck.
Everett.
Everick.
I mean,
Pick up
not
my-
Dragon Face. The extra. Oh, you mean okay?
There's his
Yeah,
name
just so
on
he
the
can
poster.
teleport me down, so I can grab the sword and then bamf back, and then we can all rest together before
Who's gonna-
going on this journey.
If Dragon Face has enough spells, maybe if Og turned himself into a creature that wasn't so huge, he could have Dragon Face bamf him to the tree.
I mean, he can also just fly.
Yeah, but I feel like a dragon showing up is cause for concern.
Sure. I mean, if he wants to change shape and turn into a regular dude, he can do that. Anyway, I suggest he go take a look at the tree, and we're out of here.
Kenji, you see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rolling stuff. Did he roll something to you? Did he whisper roll something?
All right, so I'm gonna roll hit points then.
I always think they will react when they actually seen how much I done.
That's a good question.
You know, I'm actually anxious to actually use this skill, but
I don't even know what all are you using. What all combination of stuff are you using?
I'm using 3. I'm using 3 abilities, and only one requires concentration.
I think he's trying to kill us.
Can you PM me those abilities? Because I gotta see these. These are great.
Oh no, he's finally turned on us. That's what that is. He's finally turned on us. He's gonna kill us.
The BBG.
Oh, you're using that from the Unearthed Arcana. Using that from the yeah, I know that spell.
I thought it was an official spell.
I think it's. Let me see.
Yeah.
I think
What's he
it's
doing? We deserve to know.
I think it's still Unearthed Arcana, but I allow your Unearthed Arcana, so it doesn't matter anyway.
What's he doing, Kenji? We have a right to know.
He's up. Don't worry. He's doing some things. You'll see eventually when he uses it. I won't spoil it for you.
It's hard to keep it in.
You'll get your chance. All right. All right, though. So your plan then is, your plan is to leave then and meet up with Dragonface. Is that what you said, or?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
Kenji, have you heard of this UA spell called Psychic Crush?
I have not.
It's on 5e.
Jeez. No wonder it's 6th level. That's a powerful spell, dude.
Would you allow that? I only get 1 6th level spell, so I gotta make it count.
Yeah, my stance on Unearthed Arcana is that I'm generally fine with it. Yeah, because it's for playtest content anyway. So like worst case scenario is somebody uses Unearthed Arcana and it turns out to be like completely game breaking, and then we can just tweak it from there because that's what it's for, to playtest. So
Yeah,
go for it,
like
man.
also it's just like psychic damage. It goes with my character.
Yeah,
like,
go
so
for it, man.
perfectly.
If it's Unearthed Arcana, just you don't have to let me know every little thing. But I definitely appreciate just mention, hey, I'm using this Unearthed Arcana, and go for it, because that's what it's for, playtest stuff. And I like to allow it because I know that you can't guarantee that any game you join will allow it. So I like to give people an opportunity to try stuff here.
Yeah, I was debating taking that or I bite because for the end
Bite's
game,
cool.
yeah, having her have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks
Yeah.
is
There's
pretty
another.
fucking good.
I don't know if you know of the spell Synaptic Static. That's another really good one.
Yeah, that's a 5th level spell or 6th level?
It's 5th level.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason it's so good is because it doesn't require concentration. So. Sure. All right. There's a possibility that you guys might run into some things on the way out, depending on how you go and all. So I'll probably go ahead and cut the session here in a few minutes, and then we'll deal with the you guys going out of stuff next level or next session. But everybody's level 14 now, and does anyone have any questions or anything they need to bring up before the session ends?
Nah, I got nothing, and I'll ask you more about that stuff if I have questions.
Yeah, just if you have any questions or if you want to figure anything out or you want to try to do something, let me know. And feel free, nothing's set in stone, so you guys have until next week to figure out what you want to do. Technically, you have until next long rest to figure out what you want to do with your level and stuff. So if you guys change your mind over the week, whatever, that's fine. Just
Has it been more than 8 hours since I did the spell?
no.
What are you doing?
I've been sleeping since after I cast the spell.
Yeah, it has not been more than 8 hours. And you wouldn't be able to benefit from it anyway because you can only benefit from one long rest in a 24-hour period. So. All right, then. If there's nothing else, then you guys enjoy applying your level ups and things, and we can call this session here.
Alrighty, man.
All right, guys. See you next week.
See ya.
Peace.
Angie?
Yeah.
The thing. When do I get my power?
Eventually.